Hello. There we are.
Hey. Oh God, I'm trying to set up my camera.
Oh, I get it. I'm not watching you. If that helps.
I mean,
I'm not watching if that helps. How are you today?
I'm pretty good. I'm trying to. Oh God, I'm messing this all up.
Uh-oh.
What a surprise. Oh Lord, how did I do this the last time?
What are you trying
Oh,
to do?
I know.
I'm
I
pretty.
have my headphones in because they're mowing and blowing leaves and all that right outside, and I don't want it to be super noisy. So I figured my headphones would be better.
Okay.
But the little bottom part that you plug into your phone is getting in the way of the stand.
Oh, yeah. Turn your
But
phone sideways.
well, I think I can do it. I just have to
Okay.
adjust like that a little
I
bit.
gotcha.
Yeah, just a little readjustment.
I gotcha.
And then hopefully I can get my face in here somewhere.
Yep.
Is it in?
Yeah, I see you.
Okay, well, I hope that is
Wait, what's on
decent.
top of your phone?
Oh boy, you can see that. Okay, I did that.
Oh,
That's how I screwed that up.
no, what is that? I'm curious.
Um, it was the ring light, but I didn't mean to put it behind.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Is that better?
That sounds really good, yeah.
Can you like see that it's not on top of my phone anymore? Probably not.
Yes. All I see is you and the blank wall behind you.
Perfect.
Love
Okay.
it. Love it.
Wow. The adjustment.
All right. I'm trying to stream to YouTube for the first time,
Oh.
and I have a little app that shares all my posts if I tag them a certain way. So if I tag it Being Blind 2021 on Facebook, send it and guy worked. Ooh, we got somebody else. I love this.
Are you like live on YouTube?
Yeah, but I have like 10 followers and nobody watches. That's why I'm trying it
Oh.
there.
Hey
Oh, okay.
guys.
Hello.
Hey.
She's in the house.
Yep, she has arrived.
Nice. And where are you in the United States today?
Delaware.
Delaware. Okay.
Ooh.
Yes. Visiting with my mother.
Mm-hmm. You're
Mhm.
Oh
everywhere.
yeah, I think I saw that on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. So is everybody in attendance?
We're still waiting for Shy, and her royal sight list says she's super busy. She had a ear infection going on, and she's a student, and so things are crazy. But she really wants to be on.
Mm.
So
So she's not coming. Or
no.
okay. Oh man.
There's two types of people: the fearless ones that say, "Yeah, sure," and then ask
Mhm.
questions, and the other ones that just go, "I don't know," you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was kind of like that at first. I was like, oh, because there's so many scammers and stuff. You don't know what's real and what's not.
Yeah, I
Sometimes.
know.
Yeah.
I promise you, this is just what I do. I have 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to fill, and I only do two other shows, and they're kind of basic and boring. So this is, to me, this is neat. I love setting stuff up. I just love setting it up and seeing if it all goes and works together. And like
Yeah.
like I said, we had I think we're up to 2,400 listens between the two
Oh
episodes.
wow.
So, and
That's
that's
really
without
cool.
promoting. I just wanted to try it without promoting it much. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So.
That's pretty cool.
It
That is
is
cool.
really cool. It is really cool. Somebody's listening, you know what I
I
mean?
know it's like, oh my God, they care.
Uh,
I always wonder like who it is too, like who's
Yeah.
listening. Yeah.
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 I can I can let you know that Belgium is listening and a lot of places in America are listening, but so far
Oh.
Belgium is the only like country, the only
Mhm.
Mm.
foreign place.
I know, like I have like a lot of followers from the UK. I'm like, oh wow, my videos get all the way out there.
Right.
Same. That in Australia.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I have so many from Australia.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Honestly,
wild.
they all want to see if we're as crazy as the news says we are.
I
You
know.
know?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, "What's going on in America?"
Right. Can we
Yeah.
trust those people? So that's what I always think of, you know. I had
Yeah.
listens from the Isle of Man one time, 3 listens, and I was like, I don't even know. Is that a country? Like,
Right.
I don't know. Yeah.
what is that? They're listening to me? 3 people in the Isle of Man are like, yeah, go you, you know?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that stuff.
Yeah, my friend, she texted me last night and she's like, "Oh my God, my mom came across one of your videos on TikTok. Oh my God, I didn't realize." I was like, wow.
So
Really?
many people find mine from my past, and I'm like, "Oh boy, I forgot
Right.
about you." Lord.
It's like, oh my God, it's a little embarrassing. Like, oh my God, people that know me are watching. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you're like, "Which video did you see?"
Right.
Right. How
Yeah.
far did I go? Yep.
Yeah. I've had people, I should probably turn the sound off on my phone. I've had people like message me or comment on my videos and be like, "Do you remember we used to work together 10 years ago?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, how
Right.
did you find me? You showed up on my For You page." And I'm like, "Oh boy, yikes." It's so concerning. And then it's like, I wonder how many exes of mine that just
Right.
they run it. Oh God.
That is what I wonder too.
Yeah.
Because I definitely talked about quite a few of them.
Oh, yeah.
I try and avoid all of that. I'm waiting for people to start asking me though, because I don't talk about any.
Girl, you should talk about it. Talk about it.
Yeah,
It's fun.
I'm nervous that I have so many stories and they'll all see them.
Okay, so what?
Yeah.
So what? You know what? Forget them.
They're all hearing themselves in every word you say. Whenever you say, you know, this one person, they hear them. You know,
Right.
every one of them.
That's true. And I could not even be talking about them.
Right.
I don't care. I'll talk about them.
Yeah.
And dare them to say something to me like, is it not true?
Yeah.
Right. Right.
That's right. We did Caitlin and I did a blind dating with
Mhm.
Caitlin Wackerman. I lost my relationship over that one because I was just really honest, you know.
Oh.
She said,
You did?
I don't think I can stop nurturing you. And I was like, you don't nurture me. You hover over me or ignore me. Those are the only two extremes you have. And she was like, fine. And I was like, fine.
Oh
Well.
boy. I feel like I'm probably to blame for that a little bit.
Nope. I say it. I open my mouth because I don't want to ever worry about telling what I tell everybody. So I tell everybody the same thing.
Yep.
You know?
Right.
And nobody could say you lied because I told everybody the same thing.
That's right. So go ask Caitlin if you want to know what I said. In fact, go listen to the episode. You know?
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, and that was on the rocks for. She drove drunk, and I can't see very well at night to begin with. And if you're drunk, I'm just pissed off, and I want to get out of the car right now.
Yeah,
Right.
that's dangerous.
Yeah, and so that's what I did. You know.
Is that why she? Go ahead.
Oh, did anybody talk to Shy?
Yeah, I mean, in the note, you know, I
Okay.
put all the notes together, and then she did message me on the side, and because I messaged her about a week ago. I asked her if she might want to try and make a theme song for the show, and you know, I told her she's really good at this. Because ideally, I would love to get her Royal Sightless in here, and then have Shy.
I love how sarcastic she is.
Me too, right? And then I'd like to have like Shy sort of lead the conversation, so I can step back. You know what I mean? I'm a super producer, and you guys are all like the view. I love the vibe you all had. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
awesome. If I wanted to worry about changing anybody's life, just I in that last one, I heard Brittany go, "You taught me something," and Caitlin was like, "You taught me something," and I was like, "We just taught 2 people. We taught 2 people something, right?"
And we also taught 2,400 other people something.
Right.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
You even got the Mighty Mug from it, you know? That's what it was.
Yes. In love with it.
Right. And that made me reach out to Mighty Mug, you know, and say, hey, I messaged them on Twitter and I was like, we mentioned you in our podcast. If we keep doing this, I'd like to talk to you because they have a lot of fans. And if they were to put a Mighty Mug in their TikToks, you might get a little mention. And she was like, okay, email me here. And I was like, oh, yay.
I had tagged them in my video, but I'm not sure if I tagged the right one because it was like 3 different Mighty Mug.
Yeah.
I tagged them.
I just picked the one with the logo, the one that matched the logo. I think it was UK, in fact, mightymug.uk.
Okay, so when they responded, what'd they say? They were like, were they with it? Were they down?
Well, I got to send the email because I didn't want to send it until I got confirmation that everybody wanted to keep doing it, And so I was just waiting for Shy, and she was like, yeah, I really like doing this. I'd like to do more. And I was like, okay, that's the third. Yay.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to do. Like, boom, let's do it.
Yeah. I mean, the way you, it wasn't, I don't know how to say that. It wasn't story time with Jay or another stupid thing that you say to blind people. It was more like, this is so funny the way people treat us. Stop it. But it was more from like we were all just really laughing about everything. There wasn't anything we got mad about. We weren't like lecturing anybody, It was like, hey, there's some blind people having a conversation. You want to listen? Because they might have made fun of you.
Right. Yeah.
And
By
really
the way,
that.
Kate, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Jason.
Nope, you did not.
What is her name? Alicia? Is like she's like so enamored by you. I tagged you in her video? Did you see it?
Is she the girl with the curly hair?
Yeah.
I think I found her from Jay was doing the blind TikTok people. And I saw her comment on his video because he did mine. I don't even know when he did mine. It just popped up on my For You page. And I saw myself and I was like, why is my video on my For You? And then it was Jay. And I was like, oh my God. And her comment was like, she's my inspiration. And then as soon as I saw it, I clicked her and then I started following her. And I love her videos. I'm pretty sure it's the same girl that you're talking about, right?
Yeah, that's her. Did you see that she did a video and she was like stoked that she followed her?
I didn't see it.
Wow.
I tagged you in it.
Damn it. Okay, listen. I took like a quick couple day break off TikTok. Like I tried I wanted the algorithm to catch back up on my videos.
Oh,
and it did. So like I've noticed that like posting less, you know how they tell creators like post 2 times a day. Don't do that because you're spamming people's like people don't want to watch you at 4 times in one day. They don't want to look at. They're going to pass your videos. You're not going to get the views on them. So I waited a couple days and it worked. I got like I don't know 2,000 or 3,000 views on my last workout video.
Yeah,
and then I waited and then I posted one 2 nights ago and it some lady caused some stuff and then I was talking so much shit to her. And it just, I feel like that's what got the comments and other people, whatever. And then I just was kind of like taking a break just for like a little more like mental peace and clarity. Just to, you have to like do that sometimes.
Yeah.
You just have to like kind of take a break from social media just to.
Definitely.
It's a lot. I don't know. And I'm trying to like, honestly, like I'm trying to figure out trying to find a part-time job. I need to figure out, like I spent $400 in lifts going to and from the gym this past month.
To go across the street. I saw that. I was like, really?
Okay. So yeah, but here's the thing. So
what's I'm sorry, you can keep talking, but what's Alicia's name on TikTok?
I know her name is, and it's like Alicia something, but voiceover, it says it all weird.
Yeah.
But I know that her first name is Alicia. So if you type in Alicia,
I'm gonna try it.
I was gonna say we can like probably tag you in one of her videos, and then you can find her.
Because she pops up on my For You all the time.
Because I bet she would love doing something like this. She would probably love it.
She did a video and she had like put your follow behind, on the green screen. She's like, "Oh my God, she followed me back, guys!"
Oh my God, I love that.
I know. I want to see if she wants to jump on.
Yeah, like. I literally had no idea. That's how I saw when I saw it on Jay's comment on his video. And I was like, who is this? I love that. And I like go to follow her and I was looking at some of her videos. I commented on a couple. I was like, I love this girl. She's so cute. Like I loved it. But like for my lifts and going to the gym and all that. So my friend yesterday came over because I still haven't had any of my training on anything. I was on the phone literally all day Monday and Tuesday trying to get with the division services of the blind, all that crap in Charlotte. And my friend came over to try and teach me to walk across the street, and it's a very busy intersection because I live walking distance to like one of those outdoor shopping malls with restaurants and things.
Mm-hmm.
There's only one crosswalk, and it's a 4 intersection, 2-lane, 4 intersection road, whatever. And the machines where you push the button, it doesn't beep. It's broken. So I can't even cross the street by myself because I don't know when to go.
Right.
I don't know how that works. So yesterday I was so annoyed. I'm like, so what do I do? Because, and I get some of the guys or like one of the trainers to come pick me up if they can, but if they have back-to-back people, they don't have time to come get me and drop me off. And I'm like, I can't even cross the street. And then everyone's like, well, maybe think about taking the bus. The bus in my town, you have to drive. We have parking lots. You drive to the bus stop and park your car, and it doesn't go around town. It just goes to and from the city.
Okay, so real quick, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, because I had myself on mute because I was making noise, and then I was like, "Why want to unmute?" Because I was talking, y'all didn't hear me. So, quick lesson, Kate. First of all, we don't use the beeping pole because it's never right. It's gonna kill you. Okay, so you said it's a 4-way intersection.
Yes.
Is it traffic lights or is it just like? Okay, so I'm trying to. Okay, so when you go to the corner, right? Because we don't use the beeping sign anyway. So when you hear the traffic parallel to you, the traffic that's going with you, same direction that you're going, that's when it's safe for you to walk. If you feel wind or if you feel cars going past your nose, it's not your time to go.
So what if they have like that turning lane? Like if I'm going parallel with them?
Okay. The turning lane. So when it's your turn to go, when you hear the cars on the side of you going, that's going the same direction as you, you have to step out in the street before the turners go. You have to be the first one in the street.
Okay.
Because they have to yield to you.
Okay.
Yes. So that's how you do that. We when I took my training, they taught us to never use the beeping signs.
Interesting.
Because they don't work.
Yeah. No kidding. They don't work. Found that out yesterday. I was like, how the hell am I supposed to cross the street now? I was very confused.
Since it's COVID and you can't really, get like on the spot training, maybe if you're not, super, scared, because I was scary doing it for the first time and then by yourself. But that's just a tidbit of advice, information. If you decide to be brave and try it again.
Oh, no, $400. I'm brave all the way. I'm brave. I don't give a damn anymore. Yeah, because I cannot afford that. That's ridiculous. I cannot be blowing $400 on Lyft rides every month.
Yeah, I definitely get that.
Yeah.
So that's how you do that.
Well, thanks. I'm going to try it tomorrow on the way to the gym.
Yeah. Get that on TikTok. We want to see that. That would be great.
I will. I very much will. Well, she was taking videos of me yesterday, but I was complaining in all of them, of course. And and I might put them in like a part of my gym video tomorrow and just be like, this is me practicing. And tomorrow's the big day. I'm going to do it by myself. Yeah. So I definitely walked into a bush. That was fun.
Oh, that sounded amazing.
It was good. It was great. I was like, wow, the earth, it loves me. It's
builds character.
Yeah, definitely.
I can tell you how many things I've walked into.
Yeah, true. Same, true. Yeah.
I was walking back from the grocery store and I was like, why is that guy just standing right in the middle of the parking lot where I need to go? And I was getting closer, and I'm trying to put my groceries in my one hand, like just in case. You know how if you run up to meet somebody, you don't know what they're going to do, so you want to at least be able to say hi or wave. And I'm walking closer and closer, and then I finally got close enough, and I was like, "That's a sign," and that isn't even close to being in the middle of the parking lot. It's just standing up tall enough to where it looked like
looks like it, yeah.
Right.
Or the shadow is confusing.
Yeah.
I've literally talked to shadows of like carpets or like a jukebox. I've talked like the shadow of it on the wall because I thought it was like the way, you know how like we'll go on the floor and it looks like it's coming up a little bit, but like my depth perception is non-existent. So
right.
I thought it was a human, and it was dark lighting. I was in a restaurant. It was like a bar, and I was like, "Excuse me, nope." It was just
like, why
air.
are they moving? They're so rude.
I know. I was like, I was like, oh, good. It's just air in front of me. Lovely. Love that. Yeah.
No, I had a friend. We went to a dark restaurant, and like when you walk in the door, like they had a wall that was a mirror. And so like she thought that her own reflection, she thought it was someone trying to come out. So she's like, oh no, you can go. No.
Oh
and she's
God.
talking to herself in the mirror.
Oh. That's so funny. It's so
that is
bad.
hilarious. I was just like, definitely. Yeah.
I like smaller dinner parties because I can count the number of people, and then when I want to get up and go somewhere, I count how many people are in the room, and then I know if there's one random that just isn't like where it should be.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do a lot of that. And then children and like pets, they just trip me out because if you move, they move. No matter what you do, if you move and if you get up and start walking, any kid in the room will run up to your legs and you know.
Yeah.
I don't know why that is.
Or they like a cat will sneak up behind you, and then you like turn around and like accidentally like kick it, and you're like, oh God.
Right.
Yeah. I just kicked a whole cat.
Just a whole cat.
Yeah.
I just sent Shy a link and a message.
Okay.
Again, just to make sure.
But just like Jason, I knock little kids over all the time. All the time.
I worry about
my
that.
butt being really big and me not being able to see, like, it's disastrous.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not super gentle with my cane, and I hit people in the ankles and feet all the time, and I'm not gentle with it at all.
Nice.
Oh my God, my friend is like that, and like we'll be getting like Ubers and Lyfts, and like the Lyft driver will get upset, like you're putting dents in my car with your cane. What are you doing?
No.
Stop swinging it so hard.
No, I'm pretty good about that part. It's more of like on the ground. I'm just not gentle with it at all. Yeah.
Got it.
Did Shy say that she was going to be on?
She said she wanted to yesterday.
Oh, maybe she forgot.
I almost forgot too, and then I got the message with the link, and I was like, "Oh crap!" Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. You just get so caught up with day-to-day life. Like, I need to like do like a planner in my phone and set a reminder or something.
Yeah. We can do this every week if you want. Same time. That's fine with me.
Okay.
All right. I'm not doing anything.
What days do you are you gonna post the show? Like, are you gonna post it? Like,
I'm gonna try and post it on Thursday for the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And I can keep sending y'all links and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
You do an amazing job at that. Like, you do an amazing job with the editing. I was like, thank God for Jason. Otherwise, I don't know what kind of podcast this would be.
Yeah.
And I love the intro. I love it so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, it is good.
Yeah, last time the last one we did, me and my boyfriend sat down and listened to it together. And I was like, oh my God, he put this together so good.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was so exciting listening to it.
Wait, the theme song or like the little conversation before the theme song?
The little conversation, what was it, like Martin Luther King talk? It was.
Oh yeah, okay. So like the theme song.
Like the intro. Yeah. That is good.
Thank you. That I've been working on that for 5 years. That's my newest version of it. It's supposed to be like Ilhan Omar is one of my favorite people on the planet, and then that guy that's talking, it's just so military and just so.
Yeah.
I like the way it is. If you help one person, then that person goes on to help 10 people. I just like that whole, like, it's goal oriented, you know. All you have to do is help somebody and you know you did the right thing. So I love that. So when you guys were like, no, Caitlin, we got you, I was like, that's one. Yes.
Yeah. I felt like the last one we did, like, I was like, I feel like I don't have any information to put out because I don't know anything because I haven't gone through any training.
That's perfect, though, isn't it?
But yeah, it's fine. It's cool though, because like you can learn, and then
I
when you
learned
do go
so
through
much from
training,
y'all.
yeah, and when you finally do go through training, you can share the information that you learned with us, and
Mm-hmm.
you might learn something that I didn't learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And in your
mhm.
question, you got to remember somebody's asking that same question. If there's 2,400 people listening, somebody's asking the same questions
Mhm.
you are, you
Yeah.
know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I didn't
People.
realize how. Sorry.
No, go
Right?
ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah. I didn't realize how many blind people like have no training and
Mm-hmm.
like I'm like, really? Like my TikTok videos, people are like commenting like, "Oh my God, I want to learn how to do this," and I'm like, I thought that all blind people knew this already. I thought everybody knew this. It's people
I've
who've been blind all their lives and don't
Yeah.
know the things that I've known, and I've only been blind for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say, I get so many people that DM me or just comment and they ask questions, and I was like, I haven't gone through training, and it blows my mind too. I was like, do most blind people not go through training? I think a lot of it is if they lose their vision later in life, they're kind of stubborn about it.
Very stubborn.
That or it's like too much anxiety because they grew up most of their life with vision.
Yeah.
And then I've noticed that like a lot of people that were either born with it or they lost their vision, like middle school age or something, their parents put them through a school. So like I've like just with all the people that I've met on my TikTok and stuff, that's what I've noticed. And I also know that like a lot of people reach out and they're like, you're just so brave. I just stay inside all day. I don't do anything.
Right.
They don't know how to do anything. They wouldn't go through training. Because I think there's just too much anxiety for them. Or maybe they're just like depressed. I don't know.
So I noticed the complete opposite. I noticed that like the people that I've met in my journey, because in my city there's a lot of blind people because the headquarter building is right here, so it's a lot of
right.
So I meet blind people and things like that, and I noticed that the ones who were born blind, they swear they know everything and know nothing, and it's like they refuse to like, oh, you did training, I would never, and I'm like, why not? Like because like and they're like, I'm just not doing this and I'm not doing that, and I'm like, but then you complain that you can't do anything, but you won't accept the training, you won't accept the information,
Right.
because you think you know all about blindness because you've been blind all your life, but you know nothing.
Right.
They learned what they needed to, and they grew up with somebody taking care of them.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not everybody. Like Sadie's the opposite. She was just pushed away and sent to an institution. But a lot of people, they were pampered until they were old enough,
Right.
But like when you go blind, there's this first thing, and it is a depression. You're like, oh, I'm about
definitely.
to be but that's the time when you're supposed to get the training. You're supposed to attach to something like that. But a lot of people just get depressed and say, I don't want to think about this. And then by the time they do, they're too far into it to want to try.
Right. So when I lost my sight, I remember like it was yesterday, the doctor sat on the edge of the bed and he was like, yeah, you're blind. It's not coming back. He was like, he one thing he said, the first thing you're gonna do is go through a mourning process. He was like, it's gonna be just like losing a family member. You're gonna mourn the loss of your sight. And I did. I mourned for about 6 months. But from that hospital, that day he told me that, I started Googling, finding places that can help me and things like that. And the only reason why I sat for 6 months was because I couldn't get into anything. That's how long it took me to get into a program.
Right.
But it's definitely a mourning process.
Mine was like a year and then COVID hit and that was it. And now everything just got pushed back or canceled. And
COVID just ruined everything.
But then I had to start the other day I started making phone calls because I was like, this is ridiculous. I cannot sit around anymore. I need to learn how to work a laptop. I need to figure out a career. Like this is
Plus, when it comes to saving money, I will do anything for that. I'll walk up to the grocery store in the rain instead of paying DoorDash $13 extra for a Big Mac.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's what I noticed. I was like, I just got cereal and eggs and sausage. I'm good for the week, right? Like one block. And then every time I go, I should go to the store every day just to get out of the house. And the next day I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to,
I started when COVID hit, because I was in school at first, and then COVID hit, and I was like, oh no, we're not sitting in the house all day every day. Like, I do something every day. Even if I walk to the 7-Eleven just to go buy a candy bar, I'm getting out of the house.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. And when it saves money, that's when I compromise and I let somebody help or train or teach,
Right. So. Yeah. My way of getting out of the house is just going to the gym. Yeah. That's it. That's what I do.
Yeah. And you'll learn more and more and more. You're still like a little baby at blindness, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Like a toddler,
And that's
I'm
a
like
good
a little
thing.
baby.
Yeah.
I'm a baby blind person.
It's okay.
Yes.
Yeah, our baby blind person. We got you. Don't even worry about it.
Well, thanks, guys.
We'll raise you.
I mean, I've had this sight for 20 years, but I'm not like I can see out of it's like this covered in macular degeneration eyesight, but I can see, So I'm not. I would be scared if I lost my eye, and every day I sleep on my pillow a certain way to make sure I don't like pop my eyeball, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Because I don't know why I lost my retina detached. I don't know why. So it's like, what did I do to cause that? And
sometimes it just does it. Like, it's not anything that you did specifically. Because I've heard that story a lot. A lot of people like their retina's detached. Like my aunt, her retina detached, but thank God when they reattached it, she got her sight back.
That's nice, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I have a little shadow. It's like all black, but if my mind knows my hand is going past it, I can see it. But if anything goes past,
I do that too.
Yeah,
I thought that was just me.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
It's your mind trying to say, yeah, something's there,
Yeah.
Wishful thinking, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Because my right eye is like totally dark. And sometimes like I'll shut one eye and just like see, maybe I can see a little something. And in my mind, I'm like, I think I see a finger.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's just my hand moving away from my other eye.
Right, exactly.
I was like, I'm seeing grass. That's the other eye. Yep. And I used to have floaters, and I would just look up at them and move them back and forth by moving my eyes left and right. And people used to tell me, that is so weird. Like, that's so weird. And I was like, why? I'm playing ping pong with my floaters.
God.
Jump. No.
Huh? What happened?
I suppose Shy can just jump in when she wants.
Yeah.
Yeah. She might have forgot or got busy or something.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
But she's awesome. But, so today, let's just get, because I just went to the grocery store today, and shopping is always fun and full of conversations. And it's kind of like the one thing that every blind person needs to do is eat, right? So
that's just not blind people. That's everybody.
That's everyone.
And I go to the store and I know about the sections where everything is, and then like I don't know if I should tell you this. I'm trying to grow my nails because I used to pick at my nails a lot. So I thought I'm gonna get some like clear nail polish and just put that on to keep them strong, keep them from chipping, and then I won't bite them, right? And I found it super easy. And then I got home and I was like, the nail polish remover. So, but I mean, there's little things like the beef, like, the label on the beef. I never know what I'm buying. One day I bought ground pork because I thought it was ground beef. And, and I just wondered if y'all had those same sort of things about the grocery store. What are the things you hate and what are the things you love about the grocery store, Brittany?
I can tell you what I love about the grocery store. We're gonna start with the positive.
Yes.
Well, I use my Seeing AI app in a grocery store. So I don't really have too much problems in not, knowing what things are. And I go in and I go to customer service and ask for a shopper.
Okay.
Problem solved.
I like it. And there's no hassle there?
Yeah. What do I hate about the grocery store? The lines. Can't stand it.
Okay.
The long lines. So.
Especially with COVID now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel bad for the people behind the register. You know, I'm the blind guy, and they're the one trying to take care of me, and I feel bad for them for having to deal with me so close. You know.
Right. I mean, you wear your mask and.
Right.
Yeah. And what kind of grocery store do you go to? Do you go to a variety, or do you just stick to one?
For the most part, I stick to one, like Walmart, Safeway. Those are like my two favorite grocery stores.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Caitlin? Do you do much shopping?
I do.
Yeah.
I love cooking. It's
The
fun for
smoothie
me.
queen, right? You're the smoothie
I
queen.
love like protein shakes and smoothies. Yeah, I'm a big like fruit, vegetable. I love all that stuff because I can like snack on it or juice it or put it in a protein shake. But usually I get like my dad or someone to take me. And it's funny because as much as they're probably patient with me, I have to be patient with them because they want to read me every name brand. And I'm like, no, I'm like, just grab like the penne noodles and throw them in the cart, you know?
Right.
But I go to my grocery store that's right down the street. It's a Harris Teeter, and I have it memorized. I know where everything is in there, but like I said, I usually have someone with me. And I have a list. I bring the list in my phone and I just go through the list. I read off the list and I'm like, I just need this is what I'm making, this for a quiche, this for whatever. And then we just go right through. And I am so organized that I do it in order according to like I start in the like produce and I work my way and I do it that way. And then we don't have to go back and forth to aisles or across the store.
Is that you being like neurotic, or is that you being polite?
Yes. It bothers me. It's like it's me just being like crazy. That's it. Because it bothers me to go like we already passed that aisle. Like why do we have to go back? But like my dad is so patient with it. He doesn't care. He's like, oh, we forgot this. Let's go back that way. It's this way. And I literally will tell my dad, I'm like, it's not in that aisle. Like it's not because I know it so well.
Right.
And I'm just like an organized. That's just how my brain works. Yeah.
I'm the same way, Kate. Like, I start in produce and work my way back because I'm not about to be going back and forth. And sometimes I do take my dad with me, and I have that same problem with like I said I wanted Heinz specifically.
Right.
Don't read anything else.
Right.
For what I asked for.
Right.
So,
but it's like you have to be patient because they're doing that for you.
Right.
And you're in there longer. Like I know that like I'm in there longer than I would normally be, or like what I used to be when I would just go by myself when I could drive and all that. I'd be in and out. Now it's like a 45-minute ordeal. And I'm like, yeah.
That's the only thing is like now it takes you twice as long to do stuff. Harris Teeter is super expensive though.
I know, and it's really sad, but I'm just I'm a Harris Teeter girl. I am, and I'm not giving it up. I'm not. I think the produce is better. The meat is better. It's not my fault. It's not. It's just I like nicer things. It's so bad.
What about Whole Foods? Do you try that? Have you tried them?
So I have Whole Foods for the Amazon, when you can order groceries.
Amazon now. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's so it's kind of expensive. I do love Whole Foods though. I do.
Yeah.
But there's certain things I want to get like they don't have at Whole Foods that I have to get from like another store.
Right.
So it just depends. And I don't love spending like sometimes if I'm ordering groceries online, it's like $90 and I can't use my food stamps on the Amazon.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay. Boom. Info.
Not that I've seen. I don't know. I'm 99.9% sure you cannot use your EBT card on.
Not on them, but I heard through the grapevine. Instacart, you can put your EBT card and use it on there.
That's a game changer.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Like Instacart is the backbone to all these delivery services, right?
Yes.
Every grocery store, it's Instacart, and so if you have I had a conversation with the lady from Instacart, and I explained to her my situation, and so she would remove the delivery fee from me when I ordered. If I called and said, "Hi, it's me," she'd be like, "Sorry about that. I didn't know." Or if I called ahead and said, "Hey, I want to schedule," then she would work it out. But if I went through Walmart or Meijer or, that didn't happen. I still had to pay the fee. So it was a lot of work, but there's a way around some of that stuff.
Hey, Jason, call them and let them know, take the fee off for me too.
Right.
Same. I'm about to download it. Listen,
because that delivery fee is ridiculous, especially
Yes.
when I have to.
It
Yes.
is. Yeah, talk to the lady at Instacart and say, "Hey, I'm blind and I depend on this service. Why are you charging me a fee?
So-
if your people actually want to, it's coming down to tip or your fee. Which one am I going to cut?
Right.
Right.
So what number did you call? You called the number. Is it in the app? Like you just call the main number?
God, it was like 4 or 5 years ago I did that.
Oh man.
When I was in Chicago, but I was using the Walgreens. Wait, no, I was using the Walmart app, and then I don't know. They must have sent me an email or something. I'll let you know. Definitely. Because these are the things that every blind person should know. Because
We all should know
if we
this.
all call with the same demand, it'll sound reasonable, right?
Right.
Well, they should honestly just set it up on the app. I mean, imagine if you do it once a week, you got to keep calling every week.
Yeah, that was the problem.
They should set it up on the app if you're like visually impaired.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, they should, but I mean, if I got a call for now, I'll do that.
That's true.
Well, totally.
Save me a coin.
I mean, right now there's a way that you can save $1 if you go and find a newspaper with the right coupon in it. You know what I mean? So it's not like they make it easy for anybody to save money.
Right.
But there should be ways, and they should, when they hear about it, say, "Oh, of course." If we don't have a policy on that, that's our fault, not the blind person's fault.
Right. But let's just talk about how Instacart saves lives. Like,
okay. I love it because I love Instacart.
Before I got into Instacart, like dragging myself, you got to spend money on a Lyft to get to the grocery store. Or if I want to cut costs, I'll catch the bus there. But all those groceries on the bus, no. So you have to catch a Lyft back. Then you get to the store. Shopping for the food is a task. So what's easier than just getting on Instacart, typing in the product I want and putting it in the cart and they bring it to me? Especially cases of water. Like they're so heavy.
Yeah.
Agreed. I'm on a
and you can't walk home with that. You can't walk home with a case of water plus your groceries.
Yeah, that's my thing. I have to I can't do all my meat shopping at once or get milk and bleach at the same time because that's heavy as shit.
Like you have to pick one. It's like either the milk today or the bleach today. Like which one?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Or like I know that some of the stuff that I have to order some of it from Whole Foods to be delivered, and then the other stuff I have to pick up like another day later or something if someone can take me to the store, and it's like revolved around their schedule, not mine.
Yeah. Yes, that's my friend always says, "Do you want to go to Walmart?" I don't know. I don't remember thinking I needed anything from Walmart. But I will. I'll put it in my head like, "Oh, I need bleach and a ride. If I'm getting a ride, I'm going to get that case of water and the bleach and the heavier stuff. I'm not walking back with that." So a lot of times I'll do my heavy shopping with him, and then I get to go and grab vegetables or fruit during the week just to get out of the house,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I have a pretty empty fridge though, because everything I buy is what I'm going to eat for the week, lettuce and carrots and stuff. I don't have like frozen stuff in my fridge like I used to when I could see, stocking it up, and I don't do that anymore.
Right.
But I do like...
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I kind of cut down on the frozen foods because they're high in sodium and things like that.
Yeah, they are. Holy cow, they are. I was just going to get a bunch of those not lean cuisine, whatever the lasagna and the Salisbury steak thing is. And there was more sodium than food in that.
Yeah. Well, it's all like processed. It's salt. It's no.
It's horrible.
Plus, I have nothing to do all day, so I'm gonna sit home and it'll take me 2 hours to make it, but I'll make it.
Right.
I got nothing else to do. I'll put it on TikTok. Like,
That's so
Right.
funny. I spent
yeah.
the week perfecting French toast. Like, how much cinnamon? Maybe a little more cinnamon. Maybe some like vanilla extract. Ooh, no, we're on the right path. More cinnamon, more vanilla.
Yeah.
I love making French toast. I'm pretty good at that.
Are you? How do you do it?
Yeah.
Do you do it by
I
smell? By listening? I listen to the lid and the moisture popping out of it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
yeah. Um how do I like I have a certain bread that I like. Like I like the really thick pieces of bread, like the Italian
Mm.
loaf. And
Yeah.
then
Yeah, there
like
you go.
I put a little bit of I put eggs in there, a little bit of milk, put the
Mm.
cinnamon in there,
Mm.
the vanilla extract, and I'll just dip the bread both like I put butter on it, then dip
Mm.
both sides of the bread, and then I put it in the
Oh,
pan and fry it.
Wow.
Yeah.
that sounds delicious.
It
I just
does
got
sound
hungry.
delicious. Yeah, me too.
I just got hungry
Wow.
thinking about it.
Mm. I like making banana bread French toast. That's the only reason I'll make
Oh,
banana bread is to make the banana bread French toast, you know?
oh yeah. Or
Wow,
and
that
a
would
little
be
bit of brown
amazing.
sugar in there.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
That's amazing. So then like Publix here has a pickup, right? A pickup
Mhm,
service. But I
mhm.
noticed when I went on the site to order stuff, all the products were $1 more
Oh
than
wow.
they are at the store. I wondered if that was like that. And they said, I called and they said it's because there's a shopper. But then there's also the fee. And then I'm picking it up. And I was hoping, like, I can go there and ask the shopper to help me, and she'll do all my shopping, and she'll put it
Mhm.
in bags, and I don't get the fee or the $1 extra. And all I have to
Right,
do is follow her, you know?
right.
Right.
So I wanted to get that on the record just so I could say, hey, Publix, what the heck, you know?
Like, what's going on? Like, get that together. You guys
Yeah.
Yeah,
need to
like
get it
why don't
together.
they should separate that? Like there's a fee, but like you should just leave a spot for like a tip instead of just
Yeah.
Mhm.
charging $1 for each item like extra.
Right.
That's
And
not
I like the Walmart thing. I noticed the Walmart is 4 days out. So if I order pickup or delivery, I gotta wait 4 days before I can get it, and I don't like
Mhm.
that, you know. So,
that
and
would be annoying.
yeah,
No.
all this
Yeah.
stuff is annoying because we spend our days trying to find the easiest way to get food into our mouths, and it's like
Right.
it's a whole day project, you know,
Yeah.
It is.
Or a 4-day project. You have
or
to
a
think
four
that
day.
Right.
long. Yeah, like if you have to think that long out, that's annoying.
It is annoying. I don't know where I'm going to be in 4 days.
Exactly.
I might be in Delaware. You never know.
Right. And like what if you're not home when everything gets delivered and then it's sitting outside and it's
Mm-hmm.
oh God. I'm
I
not
Yeah.
planning
actually
that.
I actually had a delivery person leave my groceries outside on the sidewalk.
No way.
Yeah, that
What?
was annoying. Yeah, I was pretty pissed about that.
Wow.
And
How did you know?
my apartment building has a whole lobby, and you
Mm-hmm.
can leave. Then they have a table that they put up for COVID for contactless delivery,
Mm.
so that they can leave your stuff on the table, and then they leave, and then I come downstairs and get it off the table.
Right.
Um, and you said, how did I know it was outside?
Yeah. How'd you
Okay,
find it?
story time. Story time.
I love
So
story time. Go on,
I
check out
ordered.
triple underscore blind beauty
Blind,
underscore for more
check
story
me
time.
out. Check me out. But so I ordered my groceries, and I waited for like an hour for them, 2 hours for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, okay, well, they send me the prompt and like your shopper is on the way with your food. I'm like, okay, cool.
Nice.
So then I get a text message from the shopper, like, yeah, I left them outside. Like they actually text me and told me, like, yeah, they're outside on the sidewalk.
Wow.
I was like, really? So then
What?
I'm like, what? So I called downstairs in my lobby because like the leasing management and the receptionist, like they all know me. They know I'm blind. They're very
That's
helpful.
nice.
So
Right.
I'm like, hey, are there groceries downstairs? Because I'm like, there's no possible way they left them outside. I was like, maybe they meant outside, like downstairs,
Right.
like in the
Right, like in the
lobby.
lobby. Right.
And then she was like, oh, these are your groceries. She was like, because I called in the middle of a shift change. She was like, I was coming in for my shift and I saw these groceries outside. And
Wow.
God bless her heart, Miss Daisy in the front desk. She
Mm.
was like, I brought them inside because I didn't know whose groceries they were. And she was like, and I didn't want them outside. She's like, I brought them in here and I set them on the table. And I was like, thank you so much.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely called and made a complaint. And they gave me like my money for my groceries, but that was still rude.
That is so rude.
Like, and then I live in a major city. People are always walking by. Like, somebody could have easily just picked something out of my bag.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. I'm in an apartment complex. I had a DoorDasher leave Taco Bell outside, and I didn't know for about 45 minutes, until I called and they were like, it's outside. And I looked around the corner and there it was. And I was like, you don't think I'm going to eat this, right? This is Florida in the summer. You don't possibly think I'm going to eat Taco Bell that's been sitting out there for 45 minutes, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
they don't knock. They don't always knock too, which is
no. Yeah. That's the problem.
It blows my mind. I'm like, yeah, I'm home. That's why I order it, to be delivered here.
Right.
Not. Let me know it's out there because I'd rather my food not sit outside and get cold.
Right.
I had a run-in with a DoorDasher just a couple of weeks ago in Louisiana. Me and my boyfriend, we ordered Zaxby's. It was my first time having Zaxby's, by the way.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
I had chicken tenders.
Yes.
Yeah, they were really good.
They are so good.
And so we ordered, and then I guess my phone was on vibrate, and I had told her to call, and I told her to knock, and she knew the room number, right? So I guess she was calling my phone, but she never knocked, and we're like, what the heck? So I call the Dasher, and I'm like, hey, it says you dropped off my food, but I don't see it because I opened up the door and I'm looking and I don't see anything. And she's getting all snarky with me, like, well, you didn't answer the phone. So I left it out front the door as you requested, because it said, in case I don't answer the phone, just leave it on the floor outside the door or whatever.
Yeah.
But I never expect for it to actually get to that. I expect that you're going to do what you're supposed to do and call me or something.
Right.
So I'm like, well, I didn't hear a knock at the door and I don't see any food out here. So I'm thinking someone stole our food.
Right.
So thank God for DoorDash. I love their customer service. I put in a claim and immediately they gave me back my money and they gave me an extra $10.
Nice.
So I reordered the meal and this person actually brings it to the door and knocks.
Yes.
So my boyfriend, he was going downstairs and he was walking to the elevator. He was like, he noticed a bag on the floor by a different door all the way down the hallway. But it was our food.
Wow.
So we ended up with 2 meals, but he was like, she wasn't even at the right door.
Wow.
That almost happened to me. Well, it did happen to me the other night. I ordered DoorDash and I got the text like it's here, and I go outside and nothing's there. And I go up to all my neighbors' doors and it's not there. And I call the Dasher and I'm like, hey, either you got really hungry or you got lost.
Right?
And they were like, I thought it was this. And I was like, nope, that's not even what the address says. Not at all. Right. You got the wrong numbers, the whole wrong thing. And she thought, like, when she got there, she knocked and she's like, I'm so sorry. I just wasn't paying attention. I'm like, no, I get it. Like, it's an accident. But like, that was a pretty, like, you could have really just paid attention. Literally completely different numbers, but whatever.
And it's like, yo, I was hungry. I've been waiting on that meal for the last hour. I was excited about wrapping my lips around that. Now I have to wait again. Like, that's the irritating part.
Yeah. I had a guy just tell me, well, I can't find your place. And I was like, it's the address is right there. I said, I'm blind, or I would come and find you, And he said, oh, fine. And he kept calling me. After the third call, I went outside and I saw a guy walking around and I was like, hey, you have my food. And he's like, he looked at me and he's like, how can you see me if you're blind? And I was like, shut up and set it down. I was like, I don't even know you like that. Put your mask on. Leave my food right there.
Yeah. I get that a lot too. Like, because I used to give them a heads up, like, hey, I'm blind. This is what I have on. Meet me here. And then they meet you there and they're looking at you like they're giving you the look like you're a liar. You're not really blind.
Oh, yeah. Oh God, those people really. I got some guy messaged me on Facebook and he goes, are you really blind? And I was like, why would you ask? Like, no, I just made it all up.
Right.
Because it's fun. I carry a cane around because it's fun. My magnifying glass is a nice accessory. The 6 eye surgeries I had were so much fun. I had nothing else to do for the past 2.5 years of my life.
Right.
And I came out with a top-notch career from it. You know, like, yeah, like, of course I made it all up. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, it was
And
to
he's
get
like,
that sweet $800 a month.
yeah.
Right.
And then he's like, I just didn't know you could just do so many things because you can't see.
Mm.
What blows my mind is like, why do y'all think we're dumb?
Right.
What is that? Why do you think that like our brains stop working because we can't see that well? I'm so confused. Like,
they can't imagine doing it. To
Right.
them, I was actually going to make this the theme, is that we look fearless, but we're scared to death. But we have to do it. We have to do it. You know, I
Yeah.
have to get there. That's why I'm doing it. I'm not
right.
but I
It's
think
like
they think they're too stupid to do it. And so they're like, how can you do it? I can't even imagine doing what you're doing. I'm stupid. And so they're like, tell me it's really hard for you, you know?
yeah, and then you're like, it's not.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, in the beginning, it's like not fun and it's not a good, no one like chooses this life.
Right.
Nobody.
Obviously. But like, we're also like normal functioning, like human beings. Why do you think we're just dumb? Like the fact that they like yell at us when they talk to us. I'm like, what is it? Like, it's not my brain that's not working. It's clearly yours. Like, why would you think?
Exactly.
Why would you think yelling at me is going to help me be able to see you? What does that do?
No, for me, it's the talking slower.
Oh my
God. That is so insulting. Like, do not talk slow to me like I'm retarded. Like, I'm not.
Wow.
Or when you're sitting at a restaurant and the server asks the person you're with what we want to eat. And like, I respond for like, they look at whoever I'm with. They're like, and what is she having? And I'm like, I'll order. I'm a big girl. I got this.
I'm good on this one. Yeah.
Yeah, I got this one.
I've actually had somebody ask the person I was with what I wanted. I answered. Then they asked them again, does she want salt on that? And then I answered. Like, we just kept.
Oh my God.
We just kept doing that. Like,
but that's what I mean. Like, I swear, they just don't think.
They can't imagine doing what you're doing.
Oh my God.
But just because you can't imagine it doesn't mean it's not possible. Because I have to figure it out.
We have to do it, right?
And perish away.
Yeah. For me, it's those people that they're running around trying to do 10 things because they don't think I can light a grill or get a bucket of ice or, you know, chop the fruit. Like, they're going to run around and look like an idiot complaining about all that, but they won't let me do anything to help, you know?
Right. When you ask 1,000 times, like, I can do something.
Yeah.
Like, just let me know. I will say, though, like, I'll offer. And then sometimes, like, when I'm at, like, my parents' house or something, and they serve me and they do, like, they, you know, take the dishes up. And I literally am like, go for it. Like, do it. Do it.
If like family members, best friends, I'll let them do it all day long. Like,
oh, sure.
Yeah.
When there's a gathering, I let somebody fix my plate because I
definitely do that.
I don't know what everything is, and I don't want to insult like Aunt Martha because I picked her fish and then didn't eat it. You know,
right. So in my training, they taught us how, you know, buffet style. So as at the end of your training, one of your final projects is to cook a large meal. So you have to cook a meal to feed 30 people.
Nice.
And they invite everybody in the building. Like, they have production workers, they have the teachers, your peers, like your fellow students.
Wow.
Everybody comes. You cook. They give you 3 days to cook a meal. You put it. You plan it, prepare it, and then cook it. And on the day that you cook it, you have to serve everyone buffet style. Wow. So they have everybody go through the buffet line, and they teach you how to properly go through a buffet line. Look, and even though they taught us, it's still pretty hard because, like, when I go to Thanksgiving family gatherings and stuff and they have a lot of food, I let someone make my plate because nobody wants you picking in their food, because like you're dropping it, you're making a mess, you're missing stuff. It's like, I can do it, but I'd prefer not to pick over the food.
Right. And I don't
Right.
want the people like
Yeah.
staring at me while I'm doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
mean to
And
get
then you're
that many
holding the line
potatoes?
up.
Of course I meant to get that many potatoes. Shut up. It's a spoon.
Right.
I got 4 of them. You know?
Right.
Where's the
Right.
gravy is the question.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And then you're
Yeah.
holding the whole line up and it's a
Mhm.
whole,
Yeah,
yeah.
and like the anxiety builds up because you're taking forever to get,
Yes.
like you're chasing a
Right.
piece of meat around in the tray.
Yes. Yes.
It's like it
Yes.
doesn't matter. You could teach, like they taught me how to carve a turkey and all those
Wow.
things, but I still don't like doing it because it's still not easy. And then
Right.
it takes you forever, and then everybody's hungry, they're waiting for you, or I'll just wait and I'll be the last one to go.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I usually let, like, if it's family, I'll let them make my plate. They already know
Yeah.
what I
That's fine.
like. I'm like, yeah, do it.
Because
They'll
honestly,
be like, go save our seats. Like, I'm like, I'm the seat person.
there you go.
I'll save the alcohol. I got you. They go make my plate. Yes.
If I sit and wait till the end, then I have everybody that's going in the line going, hey, did you want me to help you? Did you want me to bring you up? And it's like 20 people coming up to me one at a time. Go, did you want me to?
Right.
Do you want me to get you food? I get so much food, especially when it's dessert time, because somebody will be like, did you want something? And I'll be like, yeah, a cookie. And then somebody else will be like, yeah, a piece of pie. Like, I'll just keep sending people up there.
Just keep having everyone
Yeah.
serve you. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why I get the diabetes. You know what I mean? Aw. So how do we feel about online shopping then? Wait a minute. How do we feel about clothes shopping? Brittany, this is a passion of yours. And so I know
Me?
you have things
Yes.
to say about
This is your time to
clothes
shine,
shopping.
girl.
This is
And no
me.
offense, Caitlin, but you and your broken sports bra.
Listen, at least I put it on like the right side in this time, because
Mhm.
I like to wear my clothes inside out all the time, and I
Love
don't
it.
mean to, but whatever.
But there's
Yeah.
little tricks and trades to clothes, right? Shopping for them, like especially seeing the size. Like I know a pattern I like. But, so tell me about shopping for clothes. Like what are the tricks to it? Because I need help here.
So in store, besides getting a shopper to help you, I like to touch, feel.
Mhm.
Again, I rely on my Seeing AI app. The app is everything.
Mm.
It'll tell you colors. Sometimes it'll tell you patterns. I use it to read the size on the tags.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's like, this is how my instructor explained it to me, because that was one of the first things I asked when I got to training. I was like, I want to still be able to shop. That is my passion. Fashion. That's bars.
Mhm.
But yeah, I was like, that is my passion. And I was like, I don't feel like I'll be able to do that anymore. And she took me to the side and she was like, explain to me what you do when you shop. And I was like, I mean, I pick it up, I try stuff on. I like how it looks, how it feels. She was like, boom, you said it, how it feels. And then she was like, when you see a bag that you like, what do you do? She was like, because even when you're sighted, you don't realize that you do the same thing that you would do if you were blind. She's like, you pick it up, you touch it, you feel how it feels on your body. Does it make you feel cute?
Mm.
And I thought about that, and I just took that and ran with it. Like, so I try something on, I don't need to be able to see it to know that it feels good on me and that it looks good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm the same way when I'm very picky about who I let to take me shopping. Like if my sisters are in town, because we're so close in age, and they're super like fashion. And like I said, I like expensive things, but I'm not about to buy a $100 dress for something that is not going to look good on my body. So like when I go to I touch everything, they tell me what color it is, how it's kind of designed. I feel the entire, whatever
the entire thing,
the entire thing. Yes.
Right.
And when I go into the dressing room, they're coming with me, and they will tell me, they'll be like, absolutely not. No. And then my stepmom was the same way. I trust my stepmom. My sister is my stepmom, and like very few friends, because I know certain friends that'll be like, nope, that's not the one.
Right.
So that's how but that's just in store. Online, I I know you use like your voiceover and like, we all know how mine is. So I can't figure out how to fix that. I do like the enormous like screenshots, but I will tell you that like you can't see, for me, like I can't see the patterns or material, like how it's, you think you're getting some type of sweater and then it comes in and you're like, oh boy, that is not.
Oh, is that? I've done that quite a few times.
Yes.
So like with the voiceover, what I like about a lot of websites is they have a description of the item. They tell you what material it is. And if I don't know what that material is, I'll go Google it.
Okay.
Yeah. But like certain websites, like Rainbow Shopped, love their website. Their accessibility is top notch. Like they didn't do too much, because like some companies overdo it, and then their screen reader doesn't work for you. It doesn't. You're like, what the heck is this? And then it doesn't work with your screen reader. It's throwing your screen reader off. I feel like some people overdo it. Like, don't overdo it. Just keep it simple. And I feel like Rainbow Shops does that. Like, they kept it real simple. It's easy to navigate. The descriptions are very detailed. One of my favorite websites, Fashion Nova, but I hate their screen reader. It doesn't work. And then it messes up my screen reader. But so what I do is I'll just go and I'll just like blow it up real big.
Yeah.
Like I always shop on my tablet because the screen is much bigger. And but what really irritated me was like, it's not completely accessible. However, if you go to the checkout, that whole thing is accessible.
Right.
And I'm like, really?
Right.
You want my money, you're gonna get it.
You want my card number. Yeah.
And they do say at the bottom of the website, oh, call this number, if you need help. But I'm not trying to call you and then you have to explain every single item that you have to me and all that. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
My question in the store, I mean, you use your seeing AI, but like for my problem is I never know what I'm paying. Whatever I'm grabbing, I don't know how much it is, I can get to the section with the rings that says medium or large or, my size, but then I there could be a $20 pair of pants right next to the $80. I might grab the $80,
Right.
Oh yeah.
And that's my problem. I don't know where the bargains are or the deals or, so I don't know what I should pay for when I shop.
Yeah. My thing is I get overwhelmed sometimes. Like when I walk into a store and they have a lot of stuff and it's like, I don't know where to start. What's the clearance rack? What's not the clearance rack?
Yeah.
And like, you would have to have a lot of patience to sit there and go through every single item, check all the prices. And sometimes you just don't feel like it.
Right. And it's not always, go ahead.
Oh, you just go in there and just pick it up. It's $80, whatever. I pay it. Just
see, and that's what I usually do. But like you do sometimes want to go through like when I go to Nordstrom, I want to go through their clearance because I know it's going to be good stuff.
Right.
But for the most part, it's not organized. Like they got shirts, sweaters, dresses, and pants all on the same rack.
Right.
And then it's me. I got to do the organization thing. Yeah. And like I want all the pants, and like why is it not like these are the smalls, these are the mediums, these are the larges, and like a lot of the clearance sections in stores are not like that. Most are, but not all of them are.
And
it's frustrating. You don't know if you're looking at like a large. Is it a large sweater or is it like a small dress? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Right. But
I never know.
The other day, me and my mom went to the store and we were in the clearance section and she's picking through and she's like, oh, this would be cute for you. You like this. And I loved it. I was like, yes. Someone who can just go through everything and just pick out all the good stuff for the low prices.
Yep. That's my sisters and my stepmom every time.
Yeah.
They're like, you would wear this. You would look good in this. This is for you. Get this. Yeah. Make it real quick. They're like my personal shoppers.
Yeah. So, hey, men and women, if you want to really win the heart of somebody that has a problem seeing, figure out their fashion sense and then start picking that stuff out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a lady buy me underwear and it was just the weirdest, tightest, slickest things. I hated it. I will not wear that. You know what I mean? I mean, thank you for the underwear, but I don't want that. You know, I don't like it.
Yeah, I would have been like, why would you think I would wear this when I don't own anything like it?
Right.
I can't be rude. Like, I'll just take it and put it in a drawer and be like, oh, thank you.
Right.
That's me. That's so me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is great. Nope, not at all. But thank you so much.
And then
like,
4
that was
years
so
later,
thoughtful
it's
of
like,
you.
should I do laundry or just wear that thing?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's important. I think knowing somebody's fashion sense is a big deal in any relationship, but helping somebody out, you want to know that stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then and paying for me, I'm always going to say it at the store. Like Publix has a giant screen and it's the same every time. And so I can learn it. But some of these payers, these credit card readers, they're all different. And I don't have the time to memorize each and every one. I just won't shop at your store, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Like Walgreens, I can tap my card. CVS, there's this whole thing with phone numbers and coupon codes. I'm not going to CVS then. I'm just going to go to Walgreens and tap my card. So
I don't go to CVS anyway because they're just expensive for no reason. But I can go to Walmart and get the same thing.
Okay.
For cheaper.
One end of the block, I have a CVS. The other end is a Walgreens, and in the middle is a Publix. And that's like the range of stuff I have, you know.
Right.
But I don't usually shop at CVS because I just don't know. Of course, last time there was a very nice girl that just helped me out. She she must have had time. She just followed me around, asked me what I wanted, got it for me, rang it all up. You know, it was really great.
Yeah.
You know, I had a similar experience with CVS. Actually, it's on my TikTok. Me and my friend, we went to CVS to pick up his medicine, and they got the manager. The manager came, helped us, got everything we needed, and then opened a register so we didn't have to stand in line. That was pretty cool.
That's nice.
Yeah. That's the way it should be working because you don't want us standing in your store, knocking things over.
True.
Oh, I have a story about that. So my friends and I, because a lot of my friends are blind, and if we go somewhere and they refuse to help us, which we've had quite often in the past, we will knock everything over.
Nice.
If it gets knocked over, oh well, you're just gonna have a bunch of blind people knocking stuff over, and then they come over like, okay, all right, what do you guys need help finding? And we're like, thank you.
Yeah, well, they should offer that anyway.
Right.
So
I love that. I love that.
Knock everything over.
I'm gonna start carrying my cane everywhere I go just so I can do stuff like that.
Oh, I don't go anywhere without mine. I want people to I need people to know I cannot see you. So either get out of my way or you're getting tripped. Not my problem.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not my problem. Yeah, I take my cane. I don't go. First of all, I don't know. Like, I've gotten so acclimated to my cane, I don't feel right without it.
Same. It's like your comfort zone.
Yeah, and then also, I look absolutely crazy walking without my cane. Like, I'm walking slow. I'm dragging my feet. My eyes are googly.
Right.
You got your hands out in front of you like you're Frankenstein.
Yeah, and people are looking at you like, what the heck is wrong with her? So my cane is an indicator to let people know, like, oh, okay, that's why she looks like that. Otherwise, people just think you're drunk or crazy or like.
Definitely.
You know.
I walk like I'm drunk without my cane. Like I'm all over the place. I'll start walking diagonal, I trip.
All over the place.
Over nothing. And people are like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, I'm so blind.
Right.
That's it. Like I'm not even drunk, just blind.
And people are more susceptible to help you when they see the cane. It lets them know, okay, you know.
Yeah. Some people act weird about it, but they also know to just move, just get out of the way.
Yeah. Either ignore us or help us, but do one or the other. You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But then it makes you feel like less stupid too, because like if you don't have, like, I remember I didn't use a cane for the first like 10 months. I was blind and I would be in public. I didn't want to hold anyone's arm. And then I would trip or walk into someone or something would happen. And then I would be like, oh my God, I need to get a cane because it's embarrassing. People don't get it. They look at you and they're like, what is wrong with this girl?
Right. It's not just that you're blind, it's that you're an asshole too.
Like I am okay with that. Like I don't, but like, yeah, the cane, honestly, it's for other people to be aware as well.
Yeah.
So some more info for the blind people out there who have no cane and need one.
Yeah, tell us about a good cane to get, and because people are getting some collapsible canes and they're getting foldable canes, and I remember talking to you about this type of cane that we should get. So tell people, educate them on canes.
Yeah, it's not necessarily what they should get. You get whatever you want.
Okay.
But in my training, they taught us, like, they wouldn't let us use collapsible canes through the whole training because one, they didn't want you to have the opportunity to collapse it and hide it. They wanted you to accept it, you know. And then two, the elastic strings in the middle of the cane take away from the information between you and the ground. So you might miss things and stuff like that. They want you to, you know, feel every bit of information that you get from your cane, which is, and I got used to it. So I don't like collapsible canes. I will carry a collapsible cane in instances like when I just went to Louisiana and I took a flight. I took my collapsible cane.
Right.
When I know I'm going to be in and out of a lot of cars, I take my collapsible cane. But the NFB.org, National Federation of the Blind, they have a free cane program where you get I believe every 6 months or once a year, you can get a free white cane. You go in and you fill out the information and they will send you a cane for free.
I love that.
Yeah, yes. Nice.
And they also sell collapsible canes and other canes, but you have to pay for those. I don't recommend their collapsible ones. They're kind of rinky-dinky though. But their straight canes are amazing. Their straight canes are nice, lightweight. Another thing is collapsible canes are heavy to me. Like I feel like I just did an arm workout after I carry a collapsible cane.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Nope. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jason.
I was just gonna say, like, I would rather, if I'm gonna use it for the rest of my life, get the solid one, a good one, you know. So.
Yeah. Their canes, I like their canes. I know a lot of people like, I don't like their canes. They're flimsy and da. But for me, I think it's pretty good. It gets the job done. And I order a new cane every 6 months, and then like they last me. Like I still have all of the canes that I ordered from them.
Wow.
Damn. So many canes.
She's gonna make a super cane.
I have about 6, 7 canes.
Wow.
So cool.
Yeah.
I actually have the collapse. Like I have the one that you were talking about that is not good. I got the collapsible one. It's got the elastic thing in the middle. But that's the only one I've ever used. Okay. First and foremost,
it's good for you.
I had no idea that there were other options at all because I don't know anything because I didn't go through training. And like for my mobility and cane training, I was supposed to have already. They were supposed to bring me a cane, and I just know it's like a white cane that they give me. But my friend actually went online because we were all tired of me tripping and falling and busting my knee open. And he bought me a cane, and that's the one that he got me. And that's the only one I know. And so in my head, I'm like, this is great. I love this cane and it works for me, but I've never used another one. I found out on TikTok that there were other options for canes.
Yes, there's lots of options. And also it makes me cringe. Well, I mean, it's preference, but what I also learned is that your cane is supposed to be either as tall as you or to your nose. It's not supposed to be shorter than that. So I see people with these little itty bitty short canes, and I'm like, what are you doing? And I can't even say anything because when I first went blind, my mom just randomly went on eBay and bought me a cane, and it was so short. And my O&M instructor saw me with that. He immediately was like, we're throwing this cane away. And I was like, why? He was like, explain to me that the shorter your cane is, the slower you have to walk. He was like,
right.
Yes. So he was like, you're a pretty fast walker. He was like, your cane is prohibiting you from being as fast as you could be. He was like, we're going to get you a taller cane. And I got a taller cane and it's amazing.
Wow.
So
mine goes like right to my chin ish, which I feel like I'm only like 5'1". So I feel like I'm very short. I'm so short. But like mine, I remember my mom asking, like, why do you hold your cane all the way out in front of you and then to the right of you? Like that's when I swing it kind of like to my front and all the way to the right because I don't have peripherals. And I'm like, because I don't know what's next to me. Am I going to run into a pole or a bush or like
Right.
I don't know if it also keeps other people away from me because I cannot see them out of my peripheral. Like they will surprise the crap out of me.
So
yeah.
As far as that, you're supposed to hold your cane at your belly button.
Right.
And you're supposed to either do a tap from left to right, and you're supposed to walk. So your cane is on the opposite side of the foot that is stepping. So if I'm stepping with my left foot, my cane is on the right. If I'm stepping with my right foot, my cane is on the left.
Wow.
And then you can do the constant contact, or you can do tap and drag, or you can do tap, 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 like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that brings us to cane tips, right? Because I know my cane doesn't have a ball tip.
Oh,
mine doesn't.
That's got to be really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the bow.
Oh. I don't know anything else than the one that I have. I love mine.
Mine has a titanium tip.
Nice.
Or steel or whatever that, and I buy them off of NFB. They sell those. NFB has an independent store. I need to work for them. Y'all call the NFB and
yeah,
I will.
You need to apply. What are you doing?
I know. So
let's get them on the show.
Okay.
They would love that. Really? I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like they would love that.
I get all of my equipment from them. They have an independent store, and at all of their conventions, they bring the store, and you could buy all types of gadgets. You could buy thermometers, blood pressure machines, diabetes machines, all of the stuff. Talks like you could anything. They sell speakers, portable chargers for your phone. Like I went to a convention and bought a portable charger for my phone that beeps to let me know when it's on and when it's off.
Wow.
Oh, that's nice.
Instead of lights, it beeps and vibrates.
Wow. I actually have a meat thermometer like that. When it hits the right temperature, it just goes beep, 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 beep. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah. They sell click rulers, measuring tape, talking measuring tape. Like you name it, they sell it.
That's so neat.
Yeah, it really is. Like I think everybody should at least go to one convention just to experience it. It's very helpful. And there's another organization that is kind of like NFB, but I heard they're rivals. I don't know. I think it's the AFB. I think listen. Don't give me lying, but I know it's the next one.
There is. It's the AFB, American Federation for the Blind, because they have commercials here in Florida all over this place.
I think I've heard a commercial before.
Yeah.
I don't really know too much about them because I'm not affiliated with them. I'm affiliated with
NFB, right.
Yeah.
But I have a question about the cane tip. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a titanium tip and you're walking on cobblestone, how do you? Because you're lifting and tapping, you're not dragging from side to side.
So for me, it depends on what am I on. Like, am I on the sidewalk? Am I in the street? Am I on gravel? Am I on the grass? Like, if you're on things like grass and gravel and cobblestone, because we have a lot of streets with cobblestone in Baltimore, like in the downtown area.
Yeah, I noticed that. That's why I'm asking.
Oh yeah. That's when you would tap.
Okay.
And then like when you're on something smooth, you can do constant contact.
Right.
Okay. But for the most part, I tap.
Okay.
I don't know. That's just what I'm comfortable doing. I tap.
I just hold mine out in front of me like a sword and say, "Get out of my way."
Yeah.
I usually do constant contact, but we also don't, like in my town, it's all just flat. It's sidewalks and streets, and that's it. Like,
I see that. The reason why I do tap, because in my town, there's a lot of potholes, even in the sidewalk. How? I don't know. There's cracks. The pavement is uneven. Like, like there's grass growing in between the cracks of the sidewalk. So I tap because otherwise I'd be getting caught on all of those things.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Especially in the snow and like.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm a creature of habit. So if I did something a certain way, I know it again. 15 stairs, 6 stairs, 5 stairs. I know how to get down my stairs. But if they added another step to that, I would trip every time. You know?
Right. Man, traveling in the snow, I'll tell you that right there. When I was in training, it snowed outside, and we weren't even in class that day. And they made us go to class because they just wanted us to learn what it's like traveling in the snow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. It is not easy, especially because like the snow is covering everything. So you don't know where the
Right.
sidewalk starts and where it ends. And you go to step, and next thing you know, you're off the curb and you're just like, ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a task traveling in the snow.
Right.
Yeah.
Man. And Caitlin, just remember that what you're doing, you learn to do. It's not wrong. You know what I mean? But there's always, like in life, there's always upgrades. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's also what you like. Like if that's what you like to do, then
Yeah.
Well, I
Agreed.
like that I can like fold my cane because like I can shove it under my arm or something, or put it like under the table when I'm at a restaurant, or like I'm getting in people's cars. Because I mean, I feel like I always have, for the most part, people are usually with me, but the town that I live in is like basically the town I grew up in for the most part. So I know I have so many people around here if I need to go anywhere, to go do anything. And like, as much as I shouldn't use that, like I should be a little less reliable on people giving me rides and things like that. But at the same time, if I can save $1, I'm gonna save $1.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. And like, I also know like this town, like I could walk. I just know the direction. I know everything. Like I know where everything is. I know what street I'm on. I know the back ways to things. I mean, I lived here for.
Too. That's how I am in my hometown.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
So,
my hometown, like one time my friends had my friends I had met in Baltimore, but I was at my dad's house in my hometown. So they drove out to my dad's house to come see me. And like we were going to the mall and out to eat stuff. And I'm telling them what direction, what street to turn on. They're like, how do you know? You can't even see. I'm like, I just remember because I grew up driving those roads myself.
Yes.
I grew up walking those roads, going to school. So I still to this day know every road.
Right.
And tablet information for the Black people who don't know. I'm just full of information today. When you're in the car and when you're in the car and you have a straight cane, right? Because I carry a straight cane all the time. There is a specific place that you are supposed to put your cane. It's the safest place for it. So when you open the car door, that space between the seat and the door, you know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Like
yeah,
like there's like a little crack
where my phone always goes.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah. Like when you drop your phone, that little. So you will go to the back. Well, for me, this is how it works. You would go to the back door and slide your cane in that crack, and then get in the car.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah, because like it keeps it from, because in case of an accident or something, your cane can become harmful. It could be. It could be. It's like sword like.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they tell you to keep it there because it's a safe place for it. And I've actually had Lyft drivers argue with me about where my cane is supposed to go. Like, I'm not the one who went through training. Who knows?
Right.
Yeah. They're like, no, you're supposed to put it across your lap. And I'm like, no, that is like, actually, that's literally the most unsafe place to put it.
Right. Because that's taking out both front seats when you go flying forward.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
And if anybody's making a cane for the blind that is also a sword, please.
Actually, more information. They actually do make canes with swords in the middle.
I love it. I want one.
It's heavy.
Yeah.
But they do make a cane that has a sword in the middle.
Now I want one.
Don't they have like things now where you can like design your cane or create it to be you can put lights on it, you can do
I saw somebody with
need that.
I was I was at the convention that they had in Vegas, the last actual in-person convention. I miss it, but I saw this guy. He had a light up cane, like the whole cane was like lighting up blue and red.
I like that.
And I thought that was so cool. So bad. That's so good for like the dark. I can't see anything in dark lighting. Nothing. Yeah. Like it's just everything's just blacked out. I would love that.
Yeah, I hear they have canes that have GPS and stuff, but no, thank you.
Wow.
Yeah, that would be annoying.
That's very annoying. Yes, and I have Google Maps on my phone, so I'm good. I don't need that.
And don't they have the things that you can like find your cane, right? Like you get a beep or something that you can.
Ooh. Yeah, but my cane, for the most part, I always put it in the same place. Wherever I am, I stand it up behind the door.
Yep.
That way, on my way out the door, I just grab my cane and go.
Yes. But I think we all agree that everything has its place.
Yes. Yes. Like if I can't find my cane, I just go to every door and find, because I know it's behind a door.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine's always by my front door.
Yeah. But speaking of canes, like they have this watch. Have you guys heard of it? They actually reached out to me and I was like, no,
Ooh.
thank you.
No.
But it's this, I think it's Stono, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's supposed to be a watch that takes the place of your cane. And
What?
it's supposed to like vibrate or whatever to let you know like when things are in your way. I never tried it, so I don't like the idea of it, but I really can't just sit up here and say it's horrible because I never tried it.
Right.
But I
So
don't know.
I don't
that's
think I
more
would
of like
like that.
the clicker sort of way of doing it, right? Have you seen people with the clickers or they'll to hear the echoes? You know, the closer they are to
Oh,
something.
yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
train with a clicker, but I
Mhm.
was with somebody that trained with the clicker, and I
Mhm.
didn't know, I didn't trust it. You know what I mean?
Right. I know someone, I don't know them personally, but when I was in training, one of my teachers said she had a student that he was blind all his life and he lived in Baltimore City. He was from Baltimore and he was totally blind and
Mm,
he was getting around with no cane.
mm,
She said he would snap his fingers and he would
yep,
listen to what the sound bounces off of. And that's how he
right.
knew to go around. And I was just like, I'm not that
What?
smart.
Yeah,
Yes.
No, hell, like I could not. Like
that's the
I
Yes.
need
yeah,
my cane. I need my cane.
I
I
need
just
mine
don't.
too. Listen, I am
Yeah,
not that advanced. I need the cane. But she was like, he would
right.
just snap his fingers. And she said he was the most amazing traveler
right.
because of that. She was
That
like,
is crazy.
they said they gave him a cane and he got 10 times better. Like he could even get any better. Like, what?
Right, it takes practice, but that's people think that we're so brave and strong, but we
We're doing what
practice
we
and
have
we
to.
stay in our element. Like Caitlin,
Mm-hmm.
she stays in her element and she goes to her store. She needs help getting to the
Mm-hmm.
store, but you put her in that store, I guarantee you she doesn't need any help at all, you know?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's because we learn to
Right.
do these
You
things. Like
acclimate.
people
Mm-hmm.
always say, "Well, Jason doesn't walk into walls." And well, no, because Jason's been in the same apartment for 2 years. He knows
Right,
where the walls are. But you put
right.
him in your house and he's tripping over every unlevel floor there is.
Right.
Right.
And that's the thing. Like a
So,
lot of people are like, you get around here so well, and I'm like,
Mhm.
yeah, put me somewhere that I'm not comfortable or that I've never
Right.
really been
mm-hmm.
or I don't memorize. Like, yeah, you'll see very quickly how blind I very much
Yes.
am.
So
Yes.
Right.
for me, when I go to a new place, I might be real clumsy walking into stuff for like the first 30 minutes. But after I get the
Mhm.
layout down
Yeah.
packed, so like if I go to a friend's house, I'll just walk around the whole house one time, just one quick swoop around and see where everything is. You know what I'm saying? And then after
Right.
that I'm good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I am. I love to explore, you know? But
Yeah.
I hate it when people watch me, so generally I'll wait till there's a time when everybody's sleeping or doing
Mm-hmm.
other things, and then I'll wander around and feel like
And touch stuff. Yeah.
yeah. I'm not stealing stuff. I'm not casing your joint or trying to look at stuff. I just trying to figure out where the floor
Right.
ends and why you put a
Mm-hmm.
bench in the middle of your hallway.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking for exits, make sure I
Mm,
can get out.
okay.
The refrigerator,
Yeah.
Always.
the bathroom,
Always.
stuff
Yeah. The
like
bathroom.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Bathroom. Definitely the bathrooms.
Coffee
yes.
tables, things like that. Yeah.
Please,
Yeah.
for the love of God, coffee tables, because they would tear your shins up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know how
Yes.
many people have come into my apartment and said, "You need a coffee table." And I said, "No, I don't. I
No, really
Uh,
don't.
really
so
don't."
check this out. I have a coffee table in my house. It's a
Mm,
glass table.
mm.
I know where it is. I never
Right.
trip over it. But again, all of my friends are blind. So they come over and I'm
Yeah.
like, no, to the left, to the left, to the
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Knock over my table. So when they come over, I just push it to the side because I just know.
There
Yeah.
you go.
I
That's
just
funny because I got up the other night. What I did was I bought these blue night lights, and I have one in every room. And they're
Mhm.
when it's light in the room they turn off, but when it's dark, so my
Mhm.
apartment's never pitch black, and so
Right.
Right.
I can see the light, but I can walk around in my house totally.
Yeah.
So when
I do.
something's off,
Mhm.
it freaks me out a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how I am at my dad's house because that's where I grew up. So I
Hmm.
know exactly how many stairs there are, exactly how many steps. But
Hmm.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I mean, in my training, they taught you that you're not supposed to count steps and stuff like that. But I've been in that house so long. It's just, you just know.
Yeah.
Right.
I leave certain lights on at night if I have to get up, like if my blood sugar is dropping and I need to go to the kitchen and get some juice, or if I need to go to the bathroom, like I leave certain like hall lights on.
Yeah.
Because it gets so dark in my apartment. It's yeah. And I don't sleep with the TV on. I don't do any of that stuff. So like,
I sleep with the TV on. I gotta have the TV on. One, for the light so that I can not stub my toe going to the bathroom. Even though I do know my house, but I leave the TV on for a little bit of light. And I need the sound. It's not super loud, but it's just like a mumble. It helps me go to sleep.
I can't go to sleep unless it's at a mumble and it's a show that I know. Like if you put on Golden Girls, I'll pass right out because I've seen every episode. I know what's going on. But you put a new show on and suddenly I got to know what's happening and I can't. You know?
Yeah. I like to go to sleep watching like Wild 'N Out or Martin.
I love Wild 'N Out.
Yeah.
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 Oh, what's the Rob Dyrdek one? That's the one I always fall asleep.
What's it? Ridiculousness.
Ridiculousness. Yeah, I can fall asleep because I can't really see it, but I can hear it. You know, and just his commentary is enough for me, and that's so wild.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I can't even tell you the things that I've thought were happening on the TV, and then when I get close enough to actually look, I'm like, wow, that's not at all what I thought. I can't remember what I was watching, and I was like, this is the best movie, and then I got super close, and I was like, this looks really weird. It looks super fake. It looks super fake. I can't remember what I was watching. Darn it. But yeah, all that stuff, it's just our mind builds a construct around what we think it is. And that's what's amazing about it. Like when you shop and you grab a bag and it feels good to you, it feels good to you because it matches the way you see life, right?
Yeah.
And that's the amazing thing about wanting to be a fashionista is that you have you have textures. Textures have to go together as well as colors. And it's like the colors the way you see them because everybody sees the same. They see red, but they all see it very differently. A red to you isn't a red to Caitlin or a red to me, you know?
Right.
That's what I think people need to concentrate on is Brittany's uniqueness of being a fashionista.
Right. Definitely.
Yeah. And I got to say, if you made me close my eyes and think of what I would remember Brittany for on TikTok, it would be her nails.
Yes. You always have the best nails and the colors.
I haven't been able to get them done, like, because I haven't really been home because I'm all the way in Delaware and I don't trust any other nail tech but my nail tech. So I'm just gonna wait.
Okay. That's what made me decide I was like, I got to do something with my nails. They got to have to do. I can't live like this. But I've never grown up having my nails done, so I don't know what to do with them. I just watch them grow.
Yes, my nails.
My nails are always done.
Since my mom allowed me to start getting my nails done at the shop professionally, they've always been done.
Same. Since I was 12 years old, my aunt took me for the first time and it was game over.
Right. Game over. You get your eyebrows done for the first time, your nails and your toes done. It's a wrap. Like it's a staple in your life.
Yeah, that I believe. But I want to get my nails in good enough shape to go to a lady who doesn't laugh at me. You know?
They won't. They won't.
Talk in their language about your nails to each other.
I don't care about that.
About it.
I don't care about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a Filipino wife. Half the time, people didn't make sense to me, you know. But I learned how to say I don't know hindi ko alam in Filipino, you know. Whenever they'd look at me, I'd say hindi ko alam because I don't know what you're saying. I don't know. But thank you for the food. I love it, you know.
Yeah.
But I'd like to get my nails in better shape because it's something that it's been a habit my whole life, and I'm trying to break that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But now they're growing, and I don't know what to do with them.
Just put nail hardener on.
Yeah. And file them to a nice shape, like a square shape.
Right.
They're all right.
Okay.
Not too long, because men with long nails,
Yeah, exactly,
But
right.
I did see a girl on TikTok. She was like, she's blind, but she was like, this is even not just for like blind people. This is for everybody. It's a nail machine. Like you stick your finger in it and it clips it perfectly for you.
Wow.
Really?
And that was the most amazing, because like try clipping your toenails when you're blind.
Oh my
Right.
God.
Like it is the devil. It is
Yes.
they be all crooked and like, that's like the main reason I go and get my nails done.
Same.
Did you know the doctor will do it for free for you? Like they'll do your nails for you because they know that you're blind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. You can get pedicures.
Yeah. But I need that machine because my toenails, listen, it is so hard to clip them myself.
I know. I have to go get them done because I can't do it. I tried doing it one time and it was so bad. It was just so bad. And like, I'm outside all summer long. I'm on the lake. I'm swimming at the pool. I'm walking barefoot. I don't care. Like, I just love the summertime. I literally tried clipping my toenails one time and I was like, this was the worst. But when I saw that on TikTok, I was like, oh my God, that is a game changer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. You just like, and it does it perfectly. You just like stick it right in the little slot and then it just does it. And then it holds it in the machine so you don't get your nail clippings everywhere.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like we're like mind blown right now.
It is. So I saw it and I was like, oh my God, that is crazy. And like everybody needs something like that, but definitely for blind people. Yes.
Yeah. I don't think people realize that they're using all this equipment that we could be using, you know?
Right.
I mean, you're lazy. We're blind.
Right.
I feel like lazy people come up with the best inventions.
Yeah. They sure
Definitely. The Mighty Mug and now the nail clip thing. Jeez.
Yeah, because who wants to clean up a mess because you knocked the glass over?
That is amazing.
No one. Right.
And who else has been blown away by your Mighty Mug? Wine glass, right? It's actually a wine glass.
Yeah, it's a that one I had was a stemless wine glass, but I was looking. They have wine glasses with stems. They have beer mugs. Yes, they have coffee mugs. They have all types. They have different designs and stuff. I just bought those. I bought 2 of the stemless wine glasses just as a tester, just to see if I would like it. And I'm definitely gonna go back and buy the ones with the stems from like when my friends come over and drink and stuff, because they always get mad at me because I knock all the wine over and then I waste the wine and then we have no more wine left.
Right.
I remember you saying that the last time, but I saw the video where you were like, I literally won't spill wine, and you're like tapping the glass pretty hard. And I was like, oh my God, it works.
Yes. I was like so mind blown. I was just looking at the glass like, how?
Yeah.
How much are they? Are they expensive?
So not really. Like I went on, well, not to me. I went on Amazon and found mine, and it was like, would you say that again?
Me?
I couldn't hear what Jason said.
Oh,
my phone had like went out.
Oh, how did you order it? Through Amazon or Mighty Mug or?
Well, I went to the Mighty Mug website and unfortunately it's not accessible.
Okay.
So I went to Amazon and I typed in Mighty Mug and they brought up like a bunch of different ones. And I bought the stemless ones. They were like $25 for 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's still worth it if that's the glass you're going to use for the rest of your life, right?
True.
Yeah, pretty much.
But is it like a glass or is it like one of those?
Plastic.
It's plastic. Yeah.
Okay. Which is fine. I mean, that's fine because it's gonna be stuck to the table anyway. So
right.
Whatever. But does it like when you have to? So when you lift it up though, do you have to like yank it? Does it suction cup?
No. Like I really picked it up.
What? Like in my head, I'm like, if I had that, I would be yanking it off the table and then spilling the wine that way.
No. Like you literally no effort at all. Just pick it up.
That is insane.
I know, right?
No.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy a whole nother set. I'm gonna take them all to my best friend's house and and that is that. The only thing I did notice is the surface that you put it on can't be wet. If the surface you put it on is wet, it's not gonna it's gonna slide.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. That makes sense though.
And it still has to be a suctionable surface, right? You can't put it on wood or carpet or leather.
You can put it on wood, not leather. I tried leather. That's not going to work.
Carpet probably does. Yeah, carpet probably wouldn't work.
So like if you're gonna use them, you need to put them on a surface.
Yeah.
Like a hard surface. Yeah.
Okay. I don't have a coffee table, so I put everything on my countertops.
Oh yeah, I have a coffee table in my house. So, and I have like a little 4-seater kitchen table in the corner.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
That's awesome.
And then I have like my bedside tables because like the nightstands or whatever, because I have my chargers plugged into the wall behind my nightstand, and I could not tell you how many times I've knocked over my cup of water. And I'm like, my chargers, they're gonna explode, they're gonna break, and I'm always freaking out. Like there's so many spilled cups of God knows what that have been back there. Yeah. And like I feel like that's what I would use that mighty mug for. That like my bedside drink.
Yes.
See, for my bedside drink, I just go get a bottle of water that has a lid and I set it up there. I knock the bottle of water over all the time, but it's got a lid. So
yeah.
I feel like that's not even just a blind person problem. I feel like anybody would have that problem.
Of course. Yeah.
Especially like in the middle of the night, you're like sleeping and you wake up and you like reach for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course you always put your phone right next to your bottle of water, right?
Of course.
Of course. It doesn't go anywhere else.
My iPad, my phone, and my headphone case, all of them 3 charged next to each other, and then the bottle of water is next to that.
Yep. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Somebody taught me not to charge my stuff in the room I'm sleeping. So I don't charge my iPad or my phone in my bedroom. I put it in an office in this office, because then I don't hear all those. Man, I get notifications at all hours of the night for some reason. I don't know why. At 3 a.m, somebody decides to like 12 of my tweets from the day. You know?
Yeah. I noticed that's when everybody's up. Like even my social media, like I can, because I'm a middle of the day person. Like I get up at like 10 in the morning and I go to sleep by like 10 at night. I'm an old lady. I know that's early, but and like I noticed like I don't really get any likes or comments until like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. So
that's when people are scrolling.
Yeah.
So people scroll before they go to bed.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
They go through everything while they're laying in bed before they go to bed. You know?
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm about 11 o'clock. That's when I'm on my and I just scroll, unless I see Brittany or Caitlin. Like a lot of times it'll start off with Caitlin and I'll be like, oh, a Caitlin, and then it'll update. And then all of a sudden I can't find Caitlin. So I'm scrolling and liking until I see that video. I don't know why it's always Caitlin that it starts with. You know, it's like the
probably
video
because I post so much.
I don't know.
You know what?
Saying you were posting less, and I think that's why it's grabbing you, because you know it's like update of all your friends.
It worked.
Yeah.
For me, mine always starts off with Jay.
Yeah.
I get a lot of Jay
that pops up. Yeah. And then like I hate it when it updates in the middle of you watching the video and then you try to go find it.
Right. I'm trying to find it again. Where did it go?
but Brittany, I get a lot of you. I get a lot of the blind kitchen lady. I get her a lot.
Yeah.
Same. Love her. And then I love Jay's videos. I think he's hysterical.
Yes. I want to meet up with the blind kitchen lady one day because she's in Montgomery. She's in Maryland, not too far away from me.
Really? Oh, you should. You should go to her store.
I should. Like, I really should. Like, but I never have a reason to be on that side of town.
Well, you could make it a reason to do a TikTok about it and y'all could be in it together. You should message her. I guarantee you she would love that.
I should surprise her and just show up.
Oh my God, you should. I feel like she would literally love that.
You're right.
She's just so like happy-go-lucky. She's so positive. She's just doing her own thing. She's got her own like kitchen store. I love her. And she's super like supportive on TikTok of the blind community too. Like she reaches out, she'll comment, she got
your back. Like if people need you in the comments.
How do I know this person?
Oh, she's pretty big too. She's got a lot of followers.
Does.
Okay.
She has like 15K.
Yeah, she's
like I remember I got to 10K before she did, and next thing I know, she just surpassed me. I was like, okay, blind kitchen lady, do your thing.
Yeah.
Wow. I was just on Caitlin's page. She's like got 50,000 followers, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish.
Okay, but here's the thing with that. It all blew up all at once. Like
Mhm.
I gained
Mine
the
too.
50,000 in like 1 month, and then I've been at 50,000 for almost 2 months now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I haven't even gotten to 51,000 in the past month.
Does that
Yeah,
matter? Does it matter to you too?
No, it doesn't really matter.
Because
I was thoroughly surprised. I was like, why are y'all following me?
Mhm.
I was like, me? But then like I noticed that like literally in 1 month, I boom 10K. I hit like 8K in one night, literally.
Same.
Literally.
That
And
would
then-
happen to me. And I was like,
and-
what the hell?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
woke up one morning and had 8K and was like, what? And then like through that, I remember it was Christmas Day. I hit 10K because I remember I was like, oh, that's my Christmas gift. I hit 10K.
Aw.
And then slowly but surely, like now I just hit 13.2 last night. I hit 13K Monday. So, but now it's real slow.
Mm.
But I mean, it doesn't matter. Like everybody could unfollow me. I wouldn't care.
Right. I mean, I just went from like, I got up to 52 followers, and I see everybody and they're like, oh, why don't you like me? Why don't you follow me? You like me, I'll follow back. And I'm like, well, don't do that. Like, stop
like that's
begging
annoying.
people. Just be yourself. And when somebody stumbles on it, that's when they'll
follow you if they like you.
I've never gone for fake followers because then I don't know what people
Yes.
like, you know?
Right.
Yes.
I hate seeing those videos.
Me too.
When I got a girl that commented on mine and she's like, I used to follow you, but I unfollowed you. I made a whole video about
I saw
it. Like,
that. I saw that.
Really?
She's like, I unfollowed you. Why are you so stuck up? And then I
What?
wrote a comment back and she was
Stuck
like,
up.
she literally told me I was selfish because I didn't follow her back. So I literally was like, listen, homegirl, I don't know you.
Right.
And sometimes I get 1,500 followers in one night.
In one day.
I'm not going to sit there and go through every single follower. I will open my TikTok and it'll say 99 plus notifications. You think I'm seriously looking through all of that? No.
Right? With a magnifying glass?
Right. And screenshots and zooming and like, no.
Right.
And first of all, I don't owe you anything. And you don't owe, like, she's like, so I unfollowed you. Okay. Bye. I'm okay
because
with
your one unfollow, 4 more people followed me after you unfollowed me.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
your
that and like,
nothing.
I only want like, not only, but like I want loyal followers.
Right.
I don't want the people that are like, they watch my video for 4 seconds and then they like it and swipe. That's how you get shadow ban on TikTok. That's how you get your stuff blocked.
Okay.
Right.
So like if you only watch 10 seconds of a 60-second video and then you just like it and keep swiping, your stuff is not going out into the algorithm. That's why you're not getting likes and follows and views anymore.
Right.
And like that, and I noticed that. So that's why I slowed my videos down, because I'm sure when like, you know, when you first follow someone or you like a couple of their videos, all of their videos pop up every single time. And you kind of like, you're like, okay, I already heard enough from, you know, you today. Like, and I know that my videos have done that to people. They must have, you know, like I've had videos that have gone, you know, 400,000 views. I've had videos that have gone 50,000. And then I also have videos that have only made 700 views.
Right.
And like, and I can tell where I'm posting too much, or where like people are like, I don't want to watch you today. I already watched you 4 times yesterday. Right. And like, I get that. I totally get that, you know? And I just want like loyal followers. I want like people that really want to just, I'm just here to motivate. I'm here to just inspire people. Just have a good day. It's, you know, if you need a laugh, just go to my page.
Yeah.
Right. But I don't like the people who want you to follow them back, but you don't have content. Why am I following you?
Right.
There's literally nothing on your page, not even a profile picture. Why am I following you?
Exactly. Like, I don't know what could be a weird, creepy, I don't know. Like, I don't need to like, I follow who I want to follow. Like, if I see your stuff and I like it, and then I'm going to follow you.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Also, a lot of these people are like, you know, they're at work or they're at school and they're bored and they're scrolling through TikTok all day. Well, some of us don't do that. Like, I'm not on my phone when I'm out in public because I have to focus on not running into things and like, like I'm not sitting there going through my phone. Also, my font is enormous and you can read it from across the entire room.
Right.
I'm not texting people. I'm not getting on TikTok. I'm not doing any of that when I'm surrounded by people or I'm in public. Like,
right.
I totally get that.
Yeah. The
But anyway,
begging for
let's do part 9 of 10. Those are the
Oh
videos
God.
that as soon as I see, okay, part 10 of 11, and I'm like, wait, what? I'm not watching this.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, like,
It
and
depends.
that's where Jay got me was like his, okay, part 9 of, and I was like, I'm not watching these, Jay.
Right.
If I miss the first one, like I can pretty much stay in control of Brittany's. She goes 1, 2, maybe 3, but she's never done like when I think if you're making 14 parts, that's 14 minutes. Come on my podcast and we'll give you 15
Right.
minutes to say it
Yeah.
all at once.
Right. Right. It depends. Like if I scroll and that one video was good, I'm like, well, what happened? Then I'll go find the other story, the other parts.
Right. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
same.
Interesting.
Same.
Yes.
And then I don't like the people who do one. They'll do one video and then it's a cliffhanger. I will.
They're
not,
like and follow for part 2, and then 4 days later they post a part 2.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I refuse. I'm not coming back. I'm
I
not like
refuse
it,
too.
I'm not following you.
Right.
Same.
I hate
refuse.
like if I do a story time, I'm gonna post the whole thing today.
Same.
You know,
but those are the people that are like they just care about gaining a following and likes and views. Like I don't stop. Like come on, post the whole thing or like don't do that. I hate that.
Do you want 5,000 likes from pervy guys, or do you want 2 likes from somebody that likes your content? You know, don't change your content for creepy men. That's not the audience that should be involved in the fight at all.
Right. The only audience I care about having is those visually impaired people who feel like it's the end. And I want to be like, I want to be that person that's like, hey, it's not the end. Like you can do this. Like it could be 2 people. I don't care. As long as those 2 people are inspired and they get up from out of that corner and go do something with themselves.
Yes.
Like I could care less about the 10K, 50K. It doesn't matter to me.
It's just about it's about inspiring people. Like like you said, it's not the end. And like for me, so like the video that I posted, I guess a couple nights ago about me spending $400 in lifts to go to and from the gym. And I made it funny and sarcastic because like I could easily be like, and don't get me wrong, I'm very upset about that entire situation. And, like I'm very mad and I'm like mad at myself, but like I'm not going to beat myself up over it. I'm learning. It's a lesson. But like, so let me make it funny. And I sat like on the video, I was like, I'm so expensive. I didn't know how expensive I am.
Yeah,
right. And it's supposed to be like funny. It's not that like yes, that's a serious thing, but it doesn't have to be like my life isn't over. Like I learned a lesson through it. And like I want people to see my videos and be like, okay, she's blind. She goes to the gym. Like maybe I should work out. It looks like she probably feels great every day. She has so much energy. Well, yeah, like I work out, you know, like it doesn't have to be that bad, you know? Like, and I try and make
it doesn't have to be working out. It can be anything that you do just to take your mind off of being blind, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Or just to make people like feel better. Like if you're, you know, not in a good spot, like I've told a lot of my story on my TikTok. And like one of the biggest things that I learned through my process was my best friend had stage 4 cancer. And I was complaining and sad and depressed because I couldn't see.
Right.
And I'm like, this girl is fighting stage 4 cancer and she gets up every morning. She's sick every day. She's going to and from treatments. She's still teaching 2nd grade. Like she was pushing through. And like, I was like, I need to be more grateful. What is wrong with me?
Right.
And like that changed. That was a big perspective for me. And like on my TikTok page, I have had probably thousands of DMs of people just telling me bits and pieces of their story.
That's amazing.
Of like, and I've met so many different people of like how they lost their vision or what's going on in their life, you know, from like substance abuse to like trying to commit suicide and living through that. And like all of these things. And I'm like, that is perspective for me.
Right.
And like, and I want people to know, like when I'm making my videos, like, I just want everyone to know that like you can come to my page is a safe place. Like come to my page if you need a laugh for the day just to get yourself out of bed or like if you just need something, you know, like that's what my page is there for. Just motivating.
Yeah.
And like, and that's what I don't know. That's so like the big following and all that. That's great. But like it's not my intention behind everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So For me, like, yeah, I want the same thing. I want it to be like a safe space. But at the same time, I remembered I'm still going through something as well. I'm still dealing with anxiety. And I noticed like I had to stop answering my messages. And I know people didn't like that, but to save me and I had to stop because like people's stories were so sad. And I noticed like, depressed. I couldn't get out the bed anymore. My boyfriend was like, hey, maybe you should just like not read the messages for a little while, you know? Because it was starting to affect me. And it's like I do care about everyone else and I want everybody else to get out of it. But it's like I have to keep it at a distance because I like to say that I'm an empath. And
same.
Yeah, me too.
Whatever you feel, I feel it.
You're absorbing their energy, and now it's up to you to release their energy they dumped on you.
Like an air purifier,
I go through
right?
that. Yeah.
Like you take their bad energy and purify it and make something positive out of it and give it back. Right. That's what I do anyway.
But that's the part I was having a hard time doing. Like I would take the bad energy and it wasn't releasing.
Right.
Yes.
So I was like,
I think I talked about that in one of my videos. I was having a hard time with it. I was like, I absorb all of your energies and I love that you guys come to me, but like then now I'm getting the effects from it. So so like remember when I said I was like taking a break? Like I've taken a couple breaks on a lot of my like a week here, 5 days here and there. It's hard. It's tough. I totally know how you feel, Brittany. It's a lot when the people are just
a therapist and I'm like, hey, I got somebody.
Not to mention that messages thing on TikTok is so hard for me. Like when I message people, I literally say, I understand this is super hard because I'm having a hard time using it. But you know, like Jay and her royal sightness, I don't have any other options. I don't follow them to Instagram like I did you, you know?
Yeah.
Jay's I have him on my Instagram.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, I'll go follow him from Instagram.
Yeah. It's a lot easier to talk to everyone through Instagram. I noticed a lot of people notice that. And they be on Instagram and just message me there and you'll get a response there. TikTok might not get one because it's so hard to use it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'm not alone then because it's super small and you have to have your screen on profile, like you know, portrait mode or whatever. So it makes everything even smaller. The keyboard smaller, the letters smaller. It won't. It doesn't integrate with the Apple functions to make everything bigger.
Yeah, and on top of that, like with the screen reader, like you're trying to scroll through the messages and read each one, and it'll keep scrolling back to the top.
Yeah,
and it's like, what the hell?
Yeah. So
I don't even.
I was gonna say, I said that in my live. It's so weird that you're like saying all this stuff because I feel like I'm the same way. Like I was on one of my lives and I was like, if y'all want to message me privately, you have got to go to my Instagram because you'll get a message. You'll get a reply from there. I was like, because sometimes, don't get me wrong, sometimes I wake up and I have no DMs on TikTok, but then sometimes I wake up and I have 75.
Right.
I'm not gonna sit there and I have to read all. It might take me 2 weeks to do all that.
Right.
I'm not, this is not like, I don't no, that's too much. Right. And then I don't even know who you are. I don't even like, you have no picture, you have no content. I'm like, who are you? I don't.
Yeah.
So yeah, I get that.
I totally get that. Ooh. Sorry. Oh, I thought it was shy. I'm really so sorry we missed her.
I know, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, thank you all for being here. I think you're two of my favorite people with your honesty about it. And again, we didn't criticize a lot of people. I mean, you guys answer so many questions, and some of those questions are just so rude and so ignorant. I don't like covering those people. Like rude is rude, and there's a way to ask, and there isn't stupid questions. There's only stupid people asking them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I don't like focusing on that because that's not what blindness is about. And I really appreciate the fact that you both see it the same way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So as far as like the stupid questions go, and I don't know if you guys saw it because I just posted a video about that today. Somebody was saying like, why do you keep replying to the stupid people? And I'm like, because at the end of the day, I'm still educating them. So it's like you asked that stupid question. You thought you caught me lying.
Right.
And then I respond to you. Everybody saw it. You saw it. We're all educated now. That's why I answer the questions.
What are you going to
Like,
ask a smart question? Like it's
yeah.
something that's obvious. You know what I mean?
When you
Yeah.
like say, you mean like the people that are like implying you're lying
Yeah.
about
Like,
stuff. I hate
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I still respond for that reason, educational purposes, strictly. Otherwise, I wouldn't.
Right.
Someone did that to me on one of my last videos. They said, how did you, or you said you're blind, but you looked at your bank statements. You know
Like,
how badly I wanted to be like, you're the type of person that just really should get their jaw rocked, you know?
Right.
Like,
yes.
you don't try me. Like, people lately have been trying the hell out of me on TikTok. And like, I'm trying to be like positive and not be hateful, but like, I swear one of these days I'm a pop off. One of these days I'm gonna be like, I'm not the one. It's not me.
Like, okay, so couple days ago, I didn't pop off. I thought I was very calm. I said, I mean, but you know, and I didn't answer the way that people thought I should. And like people in the comments like, why do you have to be rude and condescending? The question was rude and condescending. What do you mean?
Right.
Or
I remember seeing that.
Yeah, and I told the story about the lady in the store wanting to use my cane to get something off the shelf.
That's the one.
Oh, yeah.
And people were like, why didn't you just let her use it? What?
Oh.
That's not what it's used for. It's my cane.
Right.
You're not using a wheelchair to carry groceries, right? You're not using a fake leg to sweep the floor, right? You don't need to use my cane as a grabber.
Right. And that people are like, it's why couldn't you just be nice to the lady and did it? So confusion. Like, what?
Yeah.
Y'all are really mad at me because I didn't let her use my cane to get something off the top shelf.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. And those are the same people saying, you said watch. How do you watch something? Same people.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I'm so glad I fly under the radar on that stuff, you know. But my apartment complex left me a package on my door, so I called them and I said, "Hey, did you leave me an envelope full of paper?" And they said, "Yes, we wanted to know if you wanted to renew the lease." And I was like, "You understand, I don't know if it's in my file. It should be in my file. I'm blind, and what you just did was like a really rude joke. You know, like, do I need to know anything in that packet? Well, no, sir. So you just had me reading stuff at random for no reason, right? Like, I was about to spend the next week of my life reading, like, what you sent me with a magnifier. You know, that's what I do to educate people. Like, in the store, I let them know I'm blind, so that, like, I asked this lady today, like, is this nail polish remover? And she's like, no, that's jewelry cleaner. And I was like, is this nail polish remover? And she's like, that's nail polish remover. And I was like, thank you. And I just walked away and I put the one back that I didn't, the jewelry cleaner back. But I noticed she watched me the whole time, like, how he did not know? Like, does he not? Can he not read like English? Like, I watched her the whole way, like looking at me like I was doing up to something, you know. And that's the thing. It's just I didn't see, you know.
Yeah.
So I mean, we all educate people in our own ways, right?
Yeah. Pretty much.
Oh, well, I appreciate y'all. We're over 2 hours, so I'm gonna.
I appreciate you. 2 hours, mine.
Right.
Oh my God.
The time just flies by.
Yeah.
Hey, you have to hit me up on Instagram or something. Like, we got to talk besides this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
You guys should do a live together, right?
We absolutely should.
I'm so terrified of live.
Yeah.
I'm so terrified of it.
It's fun. I've noticed going live, especially with like TikTok. Like for me, my voiceover is not all set up the way it should be. We all know. So like I have like one of my friends do it with me so she can read all the comments. So I can answer the questions and everything. But like it's tough because you should only be on live for like 20 minutes. Max, because no one wants to sit there and watch all that. I mean, you can be on as long as you want, whatever. But also, like I have to rely on someone being there for me to like read all the comments to me. But then also on top of that, like people get on to view and like watch your live at like 9:30, 10 p.m. at night. Like I'm in bed.
Right.
I'm not having someone come over and we get on live for 30 minutes at 10 p.m. Absolutely not. No, I'm in bed.
That's why I try to do it. I tried one time to do it by myself. My friend was there just in case something went wrong. But like I noticed that like the screen reader, like it'll be comments that you're missing. It's not reading all of the comments because TikTok's not that accessible. Right. And then like, or like it won't be any comments. It'll be people joining, but nobody's saying anything. So it's like y'all just want to sit here and just look at me. Like I have social anxiety. So so it's like, okay,
say something.
Right. It's like, what do you want to talk about? That's why mainly the social anxiety is why I don't do live.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. Maybe I'll try again. Because a lot of people ask me, just like, when are you going to go live? When are you going to go live? And I'm like, I hate live.
Yeah. I mean, people were asking me too. And that's why I was like, I guess I could do it. I just have to find someone to sit there and like read comments to me the entire time.
Yes.
But I see a lot of blind people who get on there. Oh, I'm sorry, Jason.
No, I'm just going to say that I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, you're also using one of the smallest screens possible to do your lives with your phone.
Yeah.
That's true.
This is true.
But you're right. No, there has been blind people that do live.
Yeah,
and they do it just fine.
They use their screen reader. Yeah.
I don't know how they do it, but
sometimes I can hear their screen reader. Or somebody suggested that I put my AirPods in. That way the audience can't hear my screen reader.
Right.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah. But what really gets on my nerves is like TikTok is with the inaccessibility. Like it keeps reading the same comments over and over again, but I know I'm getting comments and I'm trying to read them to answer them. That's the part where I'm stuck. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll either play like the best of or like recents. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about TikTok's live. I don't put my faith into apps like that. Like I was just ready to give up on Instagram because it wouldn't let me load videos anymore. And I was like, oh, I don't even need this app, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
It would be so totally cool if like maybe like I could fly out to you, Kate, or something, and then we could just like do a live together, like just us live and in person.
Yeah.
I would love that. It would be so much fun.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
Listen, I have a plane ticket that I have not used. I got to use it at some point.
Wow.
Okay, well, come to Charlotte.
And you know what's crazy? I flew through Charlotte coming back from Louisiana, and the whole time I was like, "Oh my God, Caitlin,
you should have just
died
like
to know I was
me.
here."
I know.
I
would love
the name
that.
Of that airport, but yeah.
Well, it's just the Charlotte Douglas Airport.
Yes,
that one.
That one. I was there and I was like, I wish I could like go see her, but I literally had to catch my next flight in like 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I want to go to Baltimore. I don't know why. I mean, ever since Freddie Gray, I really wanted to get to Baltimore. And I'm not quite sure why. I don't know why that was the reason that I started paying attention to Baltimore. You know? And then
it's a pretty cool place. They say there's 2 Baltimores.
Yeah.
Yeah. It definitely is. It's like all the colleges, because there's like 4 different colleges, all in the same vicinity. There's the food, the harbor, there's a lot of stuff to do. But then there's I don't know if you guys seen The Wire. There's that side too. And it's like, okay, we're gonna stay away from it. And it's like really weird because like you could be on the gentrified areas. I don't know.
Yeah,
and with all the the nice fancy stuff, the people with the suits and the suitcases, you could walk 2 blocks.
Yeah.
2 blocks. And it's a completely different world. And it's like, maybe we should go back in the other direction because this is not where we're supposed to be.
Right. I feel like there's a lot of cities that are like that. Like Philadelphia is kind of like that.
Yeah. Chicago's like that too.
Atlanta at least used to be like that. It still kind of is a little bit. Like the Ritz-Carlton, if you turn the corner, it's so bad. It's like Atlanta. And I'm like, oh my God, that's crazy. I feel like there's a lot of cities. I mean, look at LA, right?
Like, right. Yes. Yeah.
Same thing.
But what you'll notice is that everything lower income is in the southern part of every city.
Yeah.
And it's like Tallahassee here. Everybody's going up north because they don't want to build more south. And that's the argument we're having locally with, some of the people that I support, like innovations in that area, because it's just horrible. Whatever.
Yeah.
I've always lived in mixed communities because I hate being. I just hate when I don't have an adverse opinion. When I'm not learning something new, when you're just a stereotype of what I should be, I don't want to be around you anymore.
Right.
I don't know. That's just me though, and a lot of people aren't like that. They wouldn't live in a lower income area just because they wouldn't make that choice. You know what I mean? I don't know. I save money on it, but I also get to meet some of the coolest people,
Yeah.
But you're two of my favorite people today. Thank you for being here. Oh, don't forget, Inspirations Beyond Disability is on Apple Podcast and Spotify.
Okay, I'll make sure I let them know.
Yes.
Every Thursday, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, I think so.
Well, that's where you're going to be posting the podcast.
Yes. I'm going to make it tomorrow. Definitely.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Cool beans.
Yay. And then I can share it with you, and you can share it with everybody if you want. And then
Perfect.
Then set up your calendars for next week, and then we'll do it again.
All righty.
Cool.
Because I want to get Jay on here, and now I want to get the blind cooking lady on here.
Well, Jay just had the baby.
Did he? Because the last I saw was this video of him and his wife dancing. I'm still pregnant.
Yeah. Yesterday, I saw a video of him holding the baby, and I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Baby!
That's awesome. I'm so happy for that guy.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
He is really one of my favorite TikTokers. But there's so many people, and I want to get her Royal Sightness on here and Sadie Taylor back on here. So
yeah, she's. I love it. I love her. She is a pusher.
She is a spitfire.
I don't follow her.
No.
What? She's pretty big. She has like 150,000 followers.
Well, Sadie Taylor, how do you spell her name?
Oh, she's Sadie the Blind Lady. So Sadie SADIE dot the Blind Lady. Or is it underscore?
Got it.
Yeah, you got
it. I'm about to go find her right now.
Yeah, she'll call people out. She's all about it.
Oh my God, yeah.
She's so good. She does not care.
Yeah.
I love it.
I swear to God, when I had her on the show, I wanted to do a podcast with her. I don't think she knew what to do with me. She was trying to be respectful, and I was like, no, I picked you because you complain, and I want that.
Right. She's not shy about. Yeah, she is just not shy. I love it.
Right. So, but I try not to push.
I was gonna say she also has pretty good information about just being blind, and she's got a lot of educating and all. I think that
she has a wish list, so she does a lot of product like endorsements or product tryouts or whatever you call those things.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, all right, guys.
Well, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me and us, and it was great.
I'll see you next week.
All right.
Bye. Yay. Okay, there's pause. Hey, that was our low vision and blind people forum for all you on YouTube catching the live stream, which is absolutely nobody. I do want to it's our first time. I'm not complaining. I just want to say, you can always find this on YouTube here. How about that? We're going to meet next Wednesday, same time, 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. You want to be a part of the show? Let us know. Leave a comment on this video on YouTube. I'm Jason. I host Public Access America, co-host Denton County Collective, and co-host Inspirations Beyond Disabilities. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day. I'll see you later. Wait, did I turn that off? Oh, no, I didn't.